Toxic ain't even a word, man.
Don't hit Bullrog.
Yeah, he's so right about that. Toxic. Wait, I need the Fade Catcher intro just because.
Yes. Wait, what about Red? Oh, which one? No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
Red Dale?
Red Dale's one is way longer, so I just wanted Fade Catcher.
God, dude. Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Temuti. Yo, Temuti.
Get exposed for being a bum.
Yo, that's a new profile pic right there. That's a new profile pic.
That's crazy. Wait. I need to bring this back though. I need to bring this back. Hold on. Every night. Oh, here it is.
What the fuck?
Pay your child support, nigga.
Hey, child support, nigga.
Tell your mom I'll pay when I'm done.
Stop touching little kids.
Bum ass nigga. Get your fucking pussy ass up, you biscuit ass. Whack ass Aaron Carter looking ass nigga.
Get on the game.
Aaron
Stop touching little kids. Kill yourself.
Shut up, nigga. You niggas don't wanna pull up and do every night.
Every night. Holy. He sounds like a primary school teacher, like screaming at his class for being too loud.
Went Super Saiyan, bro. He was about to cry. Holy.
Super Saiyan.
Joey, big ups, man. Thanks for the five.
Yickety.
Look at the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, the dono.
I'm the most stalked nigga on the internet. But all you niggas IRL.
Tracy, big ups. Thanks for the 10, man. Appreciate it.
Shazeve donated $10. Ultimate crash out.
Ultimate crash out. Nice sevens.
This one is fucking hilarious.
I know.
This the frozen face cam.
Oh yeah, the beanie on. Pizza Hut beanie.
People usually buy a house with their spouse.
Jason
You
Garcia.
were going to buy one with your buddy, Ferris. You don't have the credit score or the debt-to-income ratio.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, you broke ass niggas!
You broke ass.
God damn, you niggas don't know shit about me. Why the fuck would I buy a crib with a nigga? The fuck are these niggas talking about? I'm in the high sevens, you broke ass niggas. The fuck off my motherfucking dick.
He's so well spoken even when raging. He really hates the fillers. There is no fillers when he speaks. When he's raging. The dreaded punctuation. Alright, anyway, let's get on to let's actually pull up the intro.
No matter how you put it, no matter what you say, I am the nigga that wins at the end of the fucking day. I need broke
back.
Who the fuck is the term?
Broke ass niggas. Alright. That's not it. Here we go.
Toxic ain't even a word, man. Sarah rejects Ben at the Love is Blind altar because of his views on BLM and LGBTQ.
Look
in
at
the
the
vaccine.
profile pic of
Bro,
the
you
guy.
guys gotta stop bringing up.
Yeah, that looks like LTG.
That is LTG, is it not?
No.
No, that has to be LTG. There's no. Go on his Twitter right now. That has to be
Fair
LTG.
buck? I don't know.
Yeah, Fed Buck. No way, that's not him.
Is it fair buck?
Yeah, Fed Buck.
It comes up with prom queen.
What? That's not him.
No.
Yo, Dave Blunt's just went live on Instagram after getting stuck in an elevator. Just taking up the whole.
Dave, you good, bro?
Call Ye, man. I need some help, bro. Somebody call Ye.
Yeah, I need help. Oh, yay.
Send this to Ye, man.
What is Kanye gonna do?
I like how he's sweating profusely in the elevator.
Just breathing so heavily.
I think they had the cholesterol.
50,000 video views on YouTube, in case you didn't piece that together, which is pretty awesome. That's like an epic milestone. I have 50,000 plus views on YouTube. I'm really happy. I hit 50,000 video views. I never thought I'd get that many. You know, I never thought I'd get 50,000 views. That's a lot. And hopefully...
You know, I subbed to this guy before, I think maybe less than 10k. Mr. Beast.
Right, I used to watch him when he did,
Used to roast intros.
I remember I used to watch him when he did like, oh yeah, you know, saying this word 10,000 times.
Yeah, that's when I thought, wow, I really bought into this guy early because now he's super popping off. I didn't even realize he was going to pop off to the extent that he did.
Political shit when it comes to women. Just be like, oh, I never heard of BLM. Oh, BLM and LGBTQ and the vaccine. Bro, you guys got to stop bringing up political shit when it comes to women. Just be like, oh, I never heard of BLM. Oh, LGBTQ, I love them. Vaccine? I never had it. I don't know. Just you got to start just capping. I guess.
Ice Queens forever.
Like, let's listen to it.
Ice Queens forever.
Ice Queen. I just can't believe that.
What you think about that though? What he said?
What about not bringing up political things to women?
Yeah.
It's obviously just ridiculous. Like,
being oblivious to what your political views are around women.
Yeah, but I wonder why. Like, why would you do that?
Because
is he trying to say that women don't know what, like, don't know what they're talking about with it or something?
No, they're gonna say they're gonna disagree with you, and you're gonna be on the back. You're gonna be on the back end.
Oh, so it's
on
like
the back foot even.
Right, so it's like pretending that you don't know, so you're playing it safe and not, you know, losing pursuit of the Ice Queen.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's relying on your CV to try and get the job. That's essentially what you're doing. Yeah.
This is like bum behavior, like.
But I've always wanted a partner to be on the same wavelength. And so today I can't.
Talk about whatever the fuck you want.
That guy's face.
Talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Look at that face. It's breath. What the?
I'm sorry.
She looked like she understood the sister. Yeah, I understand. She passing her lips.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't want that to be misunderstood. I still love you, and everything about you is amazing.
LTG BBQ.
LTG BBQ.
I care about you too. And I love you so much. And I know I want to stay with you and keep growing our relationship if you'll let me.
We'll see. We'll talk about that.
Oh shit!
That is the laugh
we'll
you
talk
never
about
hear.
that. Yeah, you don't want to hear that. That's over.
Let me talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah. About the when LTG is saying it from the back.
I know that the connection we have is so real, and
a W woman with principles.
my heart is there. But we talked about a lot of the values that I hold so close to my heart. Making this decision, my mind is telling me I can't.
What the fuck? Just leave. The bitch said no. The bitch said no.
Are you okay? See me in the back.
Why? What do you mean is she? What about my guy Ben? I wonder if he's okay.
Oh my god, I'm fine.
Get me out
of here.
Ben.
Let me tell you something. Look.
Alright, tell me something.
Let's
Bro,
hear
women
it.
don't give a fuck. You'll be talking to a bitch for a couple of years. They'll just wake up one day and be like, well, I mean, I just want to see other people.
Zachary.
You guys just fucked 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 24 hours ago. Bitch will really wake
She
up
had a gay friend and wanted him to accept her
and
lifestyle.
be like, I just don't think our values align. And you just like, the fuck? Like, I just don't think we work out. Like, I just want somebody more like, but just a week ago, you were perfect for her. She complimented everything you did. Told you you're just the perfect guy. I love the way you do this and that. A week later, a bitch will snap. Bro, yeah, this type of shit just ruins men
Wait,
for
you
life.
gotta pause the video. You gotta pause. I just seen a god tier comment. She got a BBC back show, and after that, she can't commit to no Zach. Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible. What is it called again? that in Third Strike, the MSF, that's MSF right there. That's an MSF comment. That's an MSF comment. This guy needs mod. This guy needs mod. Give him mod.
If you're a jaded guy, you can never get unjaded. You'll always have like infinite layers in front of you, no matter what the case, no matter what the cause. She wants BBC now, bro. If it's about BLM, she probably wants a nice dookie turd colored cock in her. So you can't date a chick that's in a cult one day. She's gonna wake up and yeah, bro.
You guys, really, I'm okay.
He's so insecure. I feel like he's so. I feel like. Hey, wait, pause. Because I was talking to this. I think I was talking to Galactic about this the other day. Because I was talking about this video I was seeing about like prostitution in some state in America or something, and talking about like the type of people, like the type of like pimps that I'd see, and their outlook on like women and shit, and like some of the hypocrisy in it, and he was like, yeah, I mean, a lot of those people are probably the type of people that used to be just like you, and then after the experiences that you've experienced, they probably just stopped being the nice guy and started, fucking around or whatever. It seems like that's what LTG is. It seems like LTG. I mean, I'm not saying this is the case because I don't know him, but like well enough. But it's like he seems like the type of guy that used to be like a nice guy and got his heart broken a couple times or whatever, and then turned into this hateful, this hateful guy that has. Oh, that's a good profile pic. but yeah, it seems like he's just so insecure. The way that he's always judging like these things and these people, the way like his outlook on women, like I can't, like it's just so weird. And the way that he explained that hypothetical before seems so personal. Like it sounds like it's something that he's actually experienced or something.
That was not what's going on here. The way he framed it, it's totally not what's going on. It's not like it didn't have any sort of similarities, but the fact that he framed it in his own experiences, man, this guy's hurting real bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's sad. Like, I was really excited about Ben, and I'm just like, he's such a great person. I just like.
She's doing exactly what he was saying.
What?
About the girl.
I just hope I made the right decision. Hi guys.
Oh my goodness.
Love you guys too. It was a lot, but we're rolling with it. I just want to talk to her. Yeah.
Was it like the time frame? I mean, I knew the whole time coming into this, the time frame, like that's not, like I feel like I know him. Like really. Yeah. Like I remember, like I asked him about like Black Lives Matter, and I'm no expert, but like when I asked him about it, he was like, I guess I never really thought too much about it. That affected me.
Damn, she got to get herself a nigga, bro. He's asking a straight up Zach about BLM. Bro, those are his issues. How the fuck is a Caucasian man gonna resonate with BLM?
Resignate.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't agree with that.
Resignate.
Of course, like, yeah, resignate. I don't even know what that word means. So
it doesn't mean anything.
Right. But no, that's like
resonate.
Oh, he meant to say resonate. Right, because like, I mean, sure, it's like obviously you're gonna find more people that are black that might have stronger opinions on BLM than people that aren't black, but it's obviously still like you're gonna find you don't need to convert to roguery. You don't need to commit roguery if you want to find someone that has strong opinions on BLM or that has like the same opinions that you do or something.
Even has any thoughts on it at all? Because that's what she's saying. She's saying that he was an NPC. I didn't even want to say anything.
Yeah.
Especially in our city too. But apparently in their city, that was.
Especially in our own city. How could it not?
Right. So, I think that I'm surprised she didn't suspect. Wait, is he on the other team?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you feel so strongly about that, then surely that's something that you'd bring up super early stages, right? So you could, if you care that much about it, especially in a relationship, and that's like a deal breaker for you, then surely you'd want to bring that up super early, so you can, so you're getting yourself into. So something like this doesn't happen when you end up like hurting them later on down the line, and like wasting your time.
She's not thinking strategically here. She's thinking, wow, I really like this person. Start talking about BLM. I don't start talking about, all right, well, if you played Chun-Li in Third Strike, I think it might be a KO IRL for you. I think you might have to catch. I think you might have to catch that
Catch
low
that
medium
fade.
kick. You might have to catch that low medium kick into light Tatsu to heavy DP. I think you might have to
into
just catch
super.
that.
Catch that triple Tatsu.
You might have to catch that. Yeah, we might have to do some Karas or something. You might have to.
Some
might,
Corona
alright,
shit. Yeah.
you might have to. So that's what I'm saying, right? Is that okay? Maybe the worst example to use that, but there are just things where I'm talking to somebody and things just go that way. I'm not bringing up the most esoteric things that I might care about. That if you get plastic surgery, I think I would reconsider the whole relationship. I think I would, but I'm just not thinking about plastic surgery or even talking about it when I'm talking to most people.
You're not going to bring that up. Yeah, it's just not something that you're going to bring up. Yeah, I get you.
So, and she's doing this thing that I was talking about before, where people can't. You see, but he's such a good person, but he has this like really bad quality, right? Where's the nuance here? I never see any. Maybe that's just me, but I never see people as good people. I don't call people good people because I know, people are people and I enjoy talking to them. I don't talk to good people. I don't make relationships with good people. I make relationships with people that interest me, whether they're good or bad. I don't give a fuck.
Got you.
It's nothing to do with that. And I think most people are like that, but there's this weird thing where people try and justify their actions as good or bad, if they're good or bad. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Have you seen him in this is what I talk about. And I talk about these situations of like, you know who someone truly is in relation to yourself when you go through something. If you go through something where something is difficult and they don't come out the other end, that is a test. Don't go, something really bad happened, and so I get why they act like this. You can do this endless justification, and I call it the explain away, where you start understanding the circumstances and go, okay, I can understand why they did that. Yeah, of course, because everything has to make sense in this world. Everything is causative. 1 + 1 = 2. Of course, it has to be that. It makes sense when I explain to you that 1 and 1 = 2. Yeah, that makes sense, right? That makes sense why 2 is existing, right? But if you take this approach, you'll stop to see what could have they done in this situation? How could have this gone if they inputted something else, change something slightly about the situation, change their thought process, and change that situation? It could have been different. And how we do this thought experiment? Well, we could do it right now. There are probably tons of people that have been in really bad situations. How come this person was able to do the right thing, but this person wasn't? Well, slightly change that. And then take their example and go, hey, I'm going to follow this person. This could have been something that I could have done, or if it is for some other person, that's something that they could have done. And so when they're probably not gone through any hardship. I don't know what this should, I believe this, I don't even really know what this show is, right? But it seems some reality TV show. It doesn't seem wow, they're actually, this isn't a natural process of people getting married. This is sped up for a TV show, blah, blah, blah. So I can see why things are a little bit different over here. I have to say it like this though. A true relationship will go through tumult, especially if you want a long term. Never forget that. When you're going through a relationship with these people and they're not able to prove them, they completely flounder when it comes to a situation, that is a sign. That isn't all things fucked up. What, you think everything is going to be smooth sailing in a relationship? You think things are fine? In a 20-year relationship, someone might have just fiended. Someone may have cheated on the other person. They had to mend that. That's life. That is life. You have to come back together and go, what the fuck happened there? Someone might just start losing interest. Sex stops happening, and the relationship resentment starts happening because somebody's not getting sex. And then that person not getting sex goes and gets their own sex. And then now there's resentment because now my partner is cheating on me. Yeah, relationships are super complicated, but it might just not be about cheating. It could be somebody not cleaning the house. Look at your relationship with your sister in relation to your mother. The fact that she doesn't want to come around, and then your mother isn't confrontational enough to go, hey, can you come and help me? Maybe she expects that I'm old, they should know that I need help. Some people are just like that. Actually, a lot of people are like that.
She does that with me. Yeah, she'll be like, she'll complain about, you know, me not helping out enough. I was like, fucking ask me to. I'm not gonna say no. Like, if you need help with, you know, if you want me to just start doing the dishes every day, I'll do the dishes every day. Just fucking ask me to. And she'll be like, oh yeah, well I actually did ask you, and then you never came down. What's up? Well, why did you not remind me to come down? Because quite frankly, I didn't remember to do that because I'm just not gonna. You know what I mean? She does that a lot.
Right.
Kind of like,
and that might be on you too.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I have to come and remind you like I'm a little kid. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and they can't do, I have to constantly remind them and I have to interrupt myself to remind you. Yeah, you're a child. You are completely incapable of managing yourself, especially at that age. No, and put my foot down. Yeah, you should be coming down. I shouldn't have to lift cliffs to get you to wash dishes. So you saying she does that? She does that. Look at, you know, you're completely invalidating her perspective. I have to tell a 19-year-old kid that sits down all day to do dishes multiple times, he can't remind himself. This has happened multiple times, and he can't find a way to, you know, set an alarm or something, a notification on his computer. What the fuck is happening here? This is what I have to do. If I fuck up at work, that's it. I don't get to go, all right, you should have reminded me that I had to come at this time. You should have called me 3 times at least. What the fuck? If your boss says, wait, I told you to be here. This was what I'm paying you for. You're not coming here. There is not going to be any, oh, but you should have... Get the fuck out. Bruv, get the fuck out. The world doesn't revolve around you. I don't need to tell you 3 times. So, have some perspective on... What do you think is a reasonable expectation for yourself? And don't go, oh, but it's me, you know, this is me. Don't set out a zone for yourself that should not be, that you shouldn't demand. Should you demand that, oh, I'm a really forgetful person, so she'd ask me twice? Would your employer do that for you? Fuck no, your employer wouldn't do that for you, so why should your mother also do that same thing for you? I absolutely don't think you should.
Use that analogy, because, well, my employer would, but I know what you're saying, and I do agree with what you're saying.
Right.
Here, let me just go and grab a bottle of water real quick, just from my
okay.
Alright, I'm here.
Nice. Yeah. What I'm saying is, do not create know what your expectations should be in relation to what other people are expected of. If you can't do something and you need to be asked multiple times to do something because you forget, should you be the one that goes, hey, I made, you know, I was asked to do something? Should you really be asked multiple times? Maybe you should. Maybe you might have early onset dementia. I think at your age, I think that's a good thing for you to have enough responsibility and for somebody to defer responsibility onto you, because that means, hey, I'm treating you like a person. If I start calling you multiple times, hey, you gonna do this, hey, you gonna do this, if somebody did that to me, I'm thinking, whoa, they think I'm a sub 70. They think I'm really stupid. What's happening here? I really need to be reminded multiple times? That would spur some sort of growth. Hold on. There's something going on here? Okay, what are some tools I need to remind myself? because there's something going wrong here. I think it's a reasonable expectation for her to expect you to be able to remember something. I think that's reasonable because you have so many different tools for you to achieve memory outside of just your own brain remembering it. I think at this point you have no excuse because it's just so easy for you to do these things. So that's my take anyway on that. If you have any comment?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if anything, it's probably more of an excuse on my side. If I'm really thinking about it. So I guess I'm the one that should probably try and put a little bit more effort in.
Right. Anyway, when it comes to a relationship, you do have to go through these difficult, tumultuous periods, and you should embrace them with you and your other people completely abandoning you. I think those are good things to happen because you get to understand. Now, I say good things, this is going to create trauma for you. Of course. And those are probably not good things. But in terms of, I think in some cases you're going to get trauma or whatever from bad actions. You are going to really internalize a lot, especially people take relationships really personal because they're very personal. And so when someone does something, you see it as an entire indictment of your character. And I completely understand that. I'll give you an example. When a guy gets rejected, sometimes they lash out and start insulting the woman to demean her and to bring her down, even though they were pursuing that woman a few seconds before. And because and the reason they do that is because this person offended you to the core, completely, really. It's a really big indictment on your character. A lot of men, or just people in general, feel when they get rejected very uncomfortable, so they have to demean somebody and put them onto a lower level than they are because that makes them feel better. There's no way I could have been interested in this person. They're a punk. The fuck, they're disgusting. Because that makes you feel better about yourself. If somebody that isn't worthwhile rejects you, what the fuck? Why do I care about them? They're completely worthless and awful and terrible. And that's why I'm gonna actually link it back to what you were saying before when you called Lucy Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy when... I don't know if other people feel the same. I've heard other people say the same, but talking ill of your partner is of poor character. That's definitely my opinion on it. Your ex, yeah.
Right.
I think that's of poor character to me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes I do it a little bit more than I would like to, but I don't like, you know, speaking ill of people like that I've had, you know, maybe like, you know, our relationships have ended on poor terms. I mean, you know, Rick Rock, it's like, I've never shit talked Rick Rock.
I'm not saying you do. I don't think that's a common trait for you,
Right.
But this Lucifer, when you have a name for her, I would never bring that up to a future partner because that might be a humongous red flag. You have a name for your ex-partner? Man, that's a lot of unresolved feelings there.
Well, for me,
and it's a poor character.
It's because this person is still in my mind, you know, every day. And because, you know, I'm having conversations with friends and that person will be involved in those conversations sometimes. When I say her name, it brings, you know, it makes me, I feel it in my chest whenever I hear that name.
The fresh relationship.
Yeah, But if I just, I mean, it was just an inside joke that Galactic basically came up with. So we just
You
used
can
it
explain
in
it
that
away,
way.
but it's a poor character. No matter which way you put it, you can, and I'm doing that thing called explaining away. You can explain the circumstances of the joke. I don't care what the circumstances of the joke are, because I don't think that fundamentally changes what you're doing. And I know why you're doing it, and I feel for you because this is still very recent. It's a very recent thing, and so you want to diminish that person so you feel better about yourself
For sure.
and the circumstances.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? It's the same thing with using alcohol to dull your inhibitions so you can talk to women easier, or to be in anxious situations, or to quell your depression. Those are not good. Those are shortcuts. That's saying like all the time, saying nigga gang, saying all those are just shortcuts. Those are not a solution, rather a false mirage. So shitting on your partner and getting used to, giving them demeaning nicknames to diminish them, that's not of poor character. Sometimes you're just gonna have to, and I think your partner was a bad match for you. I think they're going through stuff, but I think you should be content with that. They exhibited some poor actions because of their circumstances. Those were bad. Those are very bad. But also, I should probably not also be in that relationship with them while also being in a very similar situation. I think, now that's a very logical thing. I don't expect you to feel that, but that is just, from my analysis, what seems to be a massive problem in the relationship, a massive flaw.
Yeah.
And I think you need to say to yourself, I think you need to be content with the idea that you don't need to diminish her, and you can understand that this is not a monster, this is not a devil, this is not a demon. It's just a person that's very emotionally immature, getting into a relationship very young. I'm gonna cut her some slack, but also I hurt, and you are gonna hurt. I think with time it's gonna heal, because most things heal with time. The fact that you got into a relationship with Willow after she did that to you just proves that, whoa, okay, things certainly do heal with time. And I think, don't demean her. And don't make that a habit, especially because you might slip up and you mention that to another partner and somebody that's a little bit more understanding. Because I don't think
No, you're right.
what you're doing is awful.
Okay, here. I want to know if you. Again, this is the same thing I was talking about, where having a different perspective really opens my third eye. It really, I think that extra perspective helps. So, I think I was just a bit blindsided. I think in my head, I thought, yeah, I thought, doing it would make it easier because I don't have to take responsibility. I could just sit there and blame them and paint them to be a horrible person, but like, they probably weren't a horrible person. They were probably just dealing with things, and they weren't mature enough to be able to take responsibility for it, so they ran away from their problems. Or at least they ran away from me and didn't confront me properly.
Yeah, they're running, yeah.
Which, that's fucked up, but it's not, it doesn't make them a horrible person, it just makes them immature. And, a bit selfish, I guess.
100%, yeah.
So how would you feel to know that this was advocated by, Galactic, or like Neeraj found it funny and cool that I did that, or at least he found it interesting and like that it was like a cool thing that I did. Because Neeraj, maybe it's just how Neeraj is, maybe he's just not confrontational like that, but he never pointed anything like that out. He never said anything about it like that. And Galactic never said anything like it. Like, he never pointed out and critiqued it. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that they... I mean, but I also want to make sure that I clarify that I'm not blaming them for my actions, because it was me that did that. I don't even know if Galactic came up with that. It would probably be me. But even if it was him, I was still the one that advocated for it. I still used it. I still pushed it across. You know, I'm not
Right.
blaming anyone for my actions.
I
I'll take
got it.
responsibility for that. Right.
100%.
So yeah, like what? Do you
I
think
know how I
that?
feel.
Yeah. How
I
do you
don't
feel
know.
about
I
them
don't
doing
know
it?
if they thought about it to the extent I did.
Yeah.
Maybe I have an acute sense for this, but I don't even really think that you're doing it to a horrible degree, because there are degrees in which you can engage in a behavior that is fine. I just don't think that, knowing you for a longer period of time, I think you can build up resentment towards somebody in your own head, and that's showing signs of that. I've seen you do that to people, where you just grow resentment without talking to them, and that's a bad behavior I've seen that's limited your relationships. And so immediately that's what I'm thinking of when you do that. I'm thinking, well, you're doing that. Now, this is not a relationship you're actively engaging in, but it's still resembling that bad behavior that you've done in the past. That makes me say, yeah, you shouldn't do that. But I also see this with other people doing this in relationships, where they'll try and diminish somebody in order to feel better about themselves. And so you might exhibit that behavior in another place where you might have genuinely fucked up, and then you diminish that person because they may have also fucked up in a different way, so you can escape responsibility. So that's why I'm specifically drawn to what you did there. Those are the things that specifically make me aware of that behavior, and that's what makes me want to call it out.
This is a little bit off topic, but
Right.
something that I spoke to Galactic about yesterday was I spoke to him about him holding me. You know, I basically said to him, I'm like, I feel like I'm a very emotionally driven person, and I'm very you know, I'm quick to act. I'm impulsive, and I was like, do you think you'd be able to kind of be there to take account, like, you know, take accountability for me? So for example, it's like if I'm about to do something that is a bit of like, you know, like make a decision that might be a big thing. If I'm like, can I go to you and be like, hey, I'm about to do this. How do you feel about it? Do you think this would be a good thing to do? Do you think it'd be a bad thing to do? You know, how do you think I should go around doing it, for example? So I said that to him. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'd love to do that. Because I was thinking, you know, for example, the first thing would be like, okay, relationship stuff. Because when I look back at this relationship I put myself in,
Mm-hmm.
if I could go back in time and stop it from ever happening,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would.
That's nice.
Just right. So, but for example, if Galactic was there in the first place, then I wouldn't have. You know, if he was there to help me
Mm-hmm.
and guide me, then I probably would have ended up not being in it, because I know him. He probably wouldn't let me. Yeah, he'd probably say, no, that's not a good idea. This person's fucked you over in the past. It's way too soon to go into a relationship anyway. It's not worth it. Don't do it. You know, you're gonna get hurt. It's not worth it. So I did tell him, and he was like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. You know, so I think that's a good thing, because I always just remembered you telling me about getting people to hold me accountable, or the way that you'd hold me accountable for certain things like eating, and
Right.
yeah, I think that's a good thing, because I know that I'm a very emotional person, so I kind of do need that guidance. I need that help from other people. So yeah, I said that to him. I was gonna. Okay, I was gonna say something, but I think I forgot. But I guess one thing is this whole relationship thing right now. I don't know. See, because of the way that I am, I don't know if this is like it's just a temporary thing, and I'm just kind of convincing myself this. But
Right.
I just genuinely don't think that. I feel like I'm very neutral about this relationship's outcome, because in my
Mm-hmm.
mind it's like, I don't think I'd really care that much if this person were to just,
Uh-huh.
you know, disappear, or even say, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't think I'd care that much.
Uh-huh.
But I still wouldn't mind for it to work out, and I think I'd rather it work out. But even if it didn't, I don't think I'd mind that much. So I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action is. I don't know if I should be the one to approach them and say, hey, I don't think I'm ready for this. I feel like I've rushed into it and I'm sorry for, you know, doing this or, you know, whatever. I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. It's hard to gauge when my memory is this bad and I haven't spoken to them properly in like a week because I can't even like, I am starting to forget things about them. Because at the end of the day, I haven't spoke to them in 2 years almost. And I mean, we spoke actively for like 2-3 weeks. So it's hard for me to really recall a lot of things about them, you know? So I guess I'm not really too sure like what to do in this situation. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, even if I do take myself out of this relationship, I don't know what the course of action would be towards improving my like insecurities and my flaws that lead me towards having problems in relationships. You know, I don't really know what I would do.
I don't know. I have no idea what you could do.
Yeah, and I don't know where to look for advice for that either. You know, when I was talking about these things with Galactic, he's like, yeah, this is a therapy, like a therapy type of thing, because you have a lot of problems that are really, really deep and probably could have maybe been caused by, you know, things in your childhood or things that, you know, happened years ago that you would never think of.
Yeah.
And obviously therapy is a big long-term thing for like things that are going to deeply affect you for a long time, unless they're, and this is the type of thing that's going to affect me for a long time. If I can't navigate relationships properly, as someone that does value relationships like that, then that's going to be really difficult for me to live with if I can't actually navigate a relationship healthily. So maybe it is a thing that I'm going to talk to my, you know, my counselor about and be like, yeah, like this is definitely something I need to talk about, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a really difficult thing to figure out for me.
That's nice.
Well, yeah, something else is this song that I'm writing is kind of just about her. It's about like how I feel about what she did, but it's also about the irony in my thought process at the time and through the last month. I guess up until the realization that maybe she wasn't the worst person in the world, and maybe I wasn't the best either. I guess so. Like, it's funny that we had that conversation because in this song, I refer to them as Lucifer, and I have this a line where it's like where I basically refer to myself as an angel and her as a devil, but I did that because I obviously don't see myself as an angel. I see it's supposed, I guess for me it's more like the irony of me calling myself an angel, because I'm by no means an angel. I'm, you know, just as, if not more, you know, more fucked in the head than this person, I guess. And that's the thing about music is sometimes there's music where it is conceptual and there are little meanings behind, you know, the lyrics and stuff. But sometimes the artist just doesn't give any, you know, clarification behind it. They don't really explain it. And it's like a deep personal thing. And some of this kind of is like that, I guess. Because, you know, there could be more than one interpretation behind who I'm referring to as Lucifer or the devil in this track. If someone that didn't know me was listening to it. But a lot of it is also about just relationships and how much like responsibility you would have to take, I guess. But well, yeah. Anyways, yeah, no, we can continue with the video. I got a bit sidetracked there.
Bro, if I was a white guy, ice queen with blonde hair, blue eyes, gonna ask me about BLM, I'd be like,
Ice queen.
what about it? She'd be like, well, what's your stance on it? I'd be like, I don't know. I guess they were holding up picket signs. I robbed a couple of stores, stole some Jordans. I don't know. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say about it?
Stole some Jordans.
Like, that's a deal breaker from a white guy talking to a white chick. All right.
Especially in her own city, like how could it not? How did it not make you think about something? I asked him to, like, what his church's views are, and he said he didn't know. And
He didn't know.
so then I watched a sermon online
From his church.
about sexual identity,
Okay.
and it was traditional. I told that to Ben. And he doesn't really have much to say about it, you know? I want him to think about that stuff. Sometimes I did wonder if it was surface.
That's the most reasonable thing ever. You don't think about this? You have no opinions? Actually, I just immediately assumed that you're in the other team, because I don't know how you couldn't even think about these things.
Well, my sense on this is like, okay, like he just hasn't thought about them. It's not like he has like the complete opposite view where it's like, yes, white power, fucking, fuck the blacks. But it's like, if he just said he hasn't thought about it, well, yeah, it's like, have you gave him a chance to try and maybe see if he's actually interested in trying it, in indulging in, because like we spoke, they talked about the Ender shit or whatever. He's obviously not interested in, anime, watching anime again, and all of that stuff. So it's like, well, if I were to just write him off as like, someone that I'm not interested in talking to at all, the second that I heard that he didn't like anime anymore, or wasn't interested in watching it or whatever, I feel like that'd be a little bit unfair. But, if I give him the chance to indulge in these things, because at the end of the day, Zoo is it kind of always has been predominantly an anime server, right? That's what it began as. That's the reason it was mostly the reason it was created.
Not
It's
an
always
anime
kind of been
server.
like,
Let me just tell you that.
huh?
I said this is not an anime server. Let me tell you that.
I don't know. Maybe nowadays it isn't, right? But it always kind of was. And the main people that use this Discord server are people that are interested in anime. Galactic, Trickies, Affirmed.
When's the last time any of us were in a call talking about anime?
Well, I don't know. I don't join Zoo, so I wouldn't really know. I the only time I'm in Zoo is when me and you were talking, person to person. Then Tricky's joined and I leave, right? So I don't
With
know.
none of these men, I'm talking about anime.
Right. Okay.
This is long ceased to be an anime server. Let me tell you.
Sure. But obviously, I mean, like, this is just an analogy, anyways. I'm just saying, if I didn't give it, well, I can make it for me. If Ender wasn't even interested in trying out Dark Souls in the slightest, and he didn't even look into it, wasn't interested in trying out, then, then I'd maybe be a bit questionable, because I'd be like, well, why the fuck would I go out my way to talk to you? If you're not interested in trying out any of my interests, you don't even want to give them the light of day. Why would I talk to you? Like, if I don't have a reason to talk to him, why would I waste my time talking to him?
Yeah, would you try out any of his interests?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, if I'm putting the effort in, I'd expect him to put the effort in.
Are you putting the effort in?
I don't even know what his interests are. I've spoke to him like 3 times. 3 times?
Yeah,
I haven't had the chance to.
Nah, because I figured them out. Within a 20 minutes talk session with him. The fact that you couldn't, that's a gumption part. That's just poor gumption on your part.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Like,
and the fact that you're thinking about your interest, boy, you haven't even got to that conversation.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't even had the conversation with him yet about me approaching him to see if he's interested in trying out these things. I haven't. So, like,
why would he be interested in trying out your things?
Will, because as my friend, I would maybe be.
You're
I'd
friends
maybe
with him?
like that. I mean, I'd say so.
You guys are fucking stupid. All you boys are. Holy fuck! You guys are your
I mean-
friends and you don't even know his interests. What the
Well,
fuck?
I don't know.
What
I
kind of
guess maybe
nah,
not.
I have to
A
call this out.
friend, but
You're calling him a friend. You don't know his interests, but now you're
Well,
thinking about hypothetical situations where he comes up to you and, or you come up to him saying, "Do you want to engage in my interests?" You don't even know his interests yet.
right? Yeah, I mean,
What the fuck? Why would
I
he
do
ever...
suppose. No. I do suppose saying friend is a bit
Do you know how
much,
to
right?
talk to people?
Wait, sorry, I was
Listen,
reading something. What'd you say?
I said, do you even know how to talk to people?
What does that mean?
What I'm saying is that you don't know anything about this guy. You don't. You don't know anything about this guy if you don't even know his basic interests. And yet you're okay with
Well,
fraternizing with him.
There's a couple things. I know he likes fishing.
Right.
I know.
What about fishing? What tech does he use?
Do I need to know that? I know that that's an interest that he likes fishing. That I don't know the inside and outs. Like I don't. I just haven't spoke to him enough.
If I was to describe my friend's interests that I wasn't into, but I know their interests,
I know the type of music he likes.
I could probably give you a description on specific things that hobby engages with. But the fact that you don't know any about this is that I don't know how. What is your? How do you conceptualize the relationship with you and Ender? The fact that you're even talking to him again is crazy to me. The fact that
that's the thing. That's the thing, because I'm not. I haven't. The only time that I've spoke to him is the first time when Tricky told me to join a group call, and he was just in there once I joined. So I hung out for a bit and then left.
That's part one. The fact that it's just all you even refer to him as a friend. This is
insane. on second thought, no, I don't think I would refer to him as a friend. I kind of just threw that word out without thinking about the value that it would hold. But it's hard for me to think about, because when I think about why would I want to be friends with Ender?
100%. Why would you?
That's the thing, is like I don't have a reason to be friends with Ender. I wouldn't. Well, I'd say I don't know if I do, because I don't know if he's a completely different person than he used to be, because I just haven't been able to sit down with him and have a genuine conversation. Because anytime I've been with him, there was like at least like 3 other people in the call, so I wasn't able to have a genuine sit down conversation with him and catch up with him properly. So I don't know.
That's crazy, because this guy, after what he did, is barred before the fact that now this is not exclusively on you, but I think this behavior is because I've called this out every step of the way. I've not engaged with this man in any. I've not played games with him. I'm not fraternizing with this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm not being anywhere near this guy.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm most affected by, I don't care about this guy. I don't care one bit. I don't feel anything when you say his name. There is no hatred. There is no love. It is purely neutral. But I can't talk to somebody like that knowing what he did without first really understanding who he is. I need to know how you tick. Why are you here? What are your intentions? Is this a temporary, what is this? Is this a transitional phase? Am I a willow? I don't want to be a willow. I don't want to be...
Are you a willow? What the fuck? I was like, how does that work?
I was saying, am I the transitional relationship? Am I the willow?
I know what you were saying. I guess.
Right.
Oh, you mean in that context? I thought you were trying to say, is he the willow?
No.
In, but in the sense of like, oh, is he just here for now and then he's just gonna disappear and then come back a year and a half later? But I know what you're saying. You're saying it as in the context of
a transitional relationship.
The transitional. Yes.
Right, instead of not the disappearing part, but is I don't know his intentions, and I don't trust your intentions based on what you did before. So why am I gonna fraternize with you? Why am I gonna spend time on you when I could be spending time with my other friends, doing stuff with them? No, I'm not gonna spend time with you unless we start delving into these topics. You know, why did you leave? I'm gonna be inquiring, and I think I am owed that explanation, as are you, and as everyone else, because this is not me. I don't talk about this guy. You guys talked about this guy and what he did and how he affected everyone. That was something that I kept hearing over the years. The fact that he's spawning back in, I think next time he's in the court, I think that you need to be more gumptive with who he is. But sharing your interests with him?
Yeah.
The fuck? No. We're not sharing interests. Why would I ever show you my interest when that's what you did and I don't know anything about you and I don't know anything about your intentions? You could fuck me over again. This could be a transitional phase, because think about it. Why are you here? Well, you broke up with your girlfriend, okay. Why are you not talking to your IRLs? You seem to value them. You can do these physical activities you enjoy doing with them. Why are you talking to us, the people that like these feminine activities that you don't engage in? Yeah. Why the fuck are you talking to us? We don't share a lot of things in common. A lot of our world views you don't know because we haven't talked to you. You don't know really much about us. There's no way we're fraternizing. No way until I find out these things. So I think that just on this other thing, I think you should be more curious, before you're thinking about.
You're right. But I want to say another thing. I don't actually have a reason to talk to him. The only reason that I would have to talk to him is so I can, well, I suppose, but many to understand, one, why he's even here, two, what his intentions are, and three, to understand to understand the things about him that would give him value as a friend. Right? Because I don't have any of those things. I don't know why he's here. I don't know enough about this person right now for me to be like, okay, he's interesting, and I'm interested in getting to know him better. I think I should start looking at him as someone that did something in the past that hurt me and hurt my friends, but he's not the same person. But like, this is just a different person. It's not the same person that I used to know, I guess. Well, at least maybe it's the same person, but he just, like, I guess, like, he changed. Like, this is Devil Gene, this is Devil, whatever the fuck. Like, it's a different type of person, I guess. Oh, but that's the thing, is that I don't know how different he is. So I'd have to, like, put the effort in to understand who he is. But at the end of the day, I need an incentive to put the effort in, right? So maybe I just don't. Not really. The only incentive I have is just I'm interested to see how much he's actually changed from the person that I remember.
That's not a good incentive.
No, that's good. That's still good. I am interested. I am interested to see what kind of person he is. But for me, I'm not interested, and I don't think it's something that makes me interested enough to really go out of my way to do it, because I don't even remember much about him. Like, I remember him being someone that I think I used to see him as kind of like an older brother figure. He was a lot older than everyone. He was a lot older than me at the time. Well, he wasn't a lot older than everyone, but he was a lot older than me. And he kind of seemed like someone that was able to kind of give good advice at the time, and someone that I could probably go to if I really needed to ask, for advice or anything like that.
I didn't even know he was like that.
He probably wasn't. It's just who I seen him as at the time when I was 14 years old. I was like 14.
He must have engaged in that in some capacity if you remember it like that. No?
Well, probably, but I don't remember. It's probably it's probably more of a subconscious thing where it's like, we probably did have conversations like that, and I just don't remember them. So they're just kind of in the back of my mind, right?
Okay.
I don't know. But I guess for me, it's, I told myself for a long time that I was just gonna, because I was really upset for a long time about it, that I was not gonna talk to him if he came back, and I didn't care if he came back. But once he did come back, that changed. But I don't like how I switched. I feel like I should have stayed true to it.
Yeah, you switched crazy.
But I think you know, just based off the things that I've heard as well from Frenzy, I think that's a good enough reason for me, for that to be like solidified in my brain, that this guy's not worth talking to. You know. Because if this is something that he's done on multiple occasions, like if this is something that he's just always kind of done, then I don't think it's worth speaking to. Because especially right now, let's say that I get really acquainted with him, and then in a month's time he does the same thing he did, where he just disappears for years on end. That's really gonna hurt me.
And then Tricky's gonna get him back. Oh, let's play Roblox.
Yeah.
The same things that happen.
Right. Yeah.
As if
So,
nothing happened. The fuck?
Yeah.
Why is this guy in there?
That's what I mean. Like I just don't think it's worth it. You know, it's like this guy's fucked up enough with other people already. And then he's done it to me and my friends. I just feel like it's just not worth it. You know? Even if he is really cool and I somehow bond with him, you know, really well, and I really like being around him, he's still that person. Like, I mean, he's still done those things in the past, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just does it again.
No, well, if you bond with him and get along with him, that's different. But have you addressed the underlying issues? That's the thing. That's the thing. When things are easy, it's very easy to get along with somebody. That's the thing. But you've already gone through that hard stuff. Okay, when things are easy again, we're just gonna pretend that it didn't happen. Now you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're doing that thing.
I mean, maybe I do spend a little bit of time around him, and I'll do that. But I think regardless of the situation, I should, you know, forgive. Yeah.
No,
definitely.
No, there is no.
No. Let me finish
without
that.
Addressing. Forgive.
No.
You said forgive first.
No, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, forget. Actually, I was gonna say forgive, don't forget, but no, I shouldn't forgive. I don't think I should forgive. I think it should be like a case where it's like, okay, I acknowledge that he did that, so I'll be wary around him, but I'll tolerate him. I'm not gonna be best friends with him. But,
No, you should call it out.
Oh yeah, well, I'll definitely call him out because I myself am interested to understand his thought process.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
And I want to know why he is here. I actually am quite interested in why he's still here.
Really? I'm surprised. You're not showing it.
Well, I mean,
no one but me seems interested in why the fuck he's here.
No,
why is he here?
I have been interested, but
actions speak louder than words.
I guess I
didn't say anything.
I guess I wasn't interested enough because I didn't do anything about it. But I guess now that I'm having this conversation with you.
Yeah, because I brought it up. If I never brought it up, you never would have given it
for sure
too much of a thought unless he left it again.
Well, for example, like I got home from work like earlier this week, and he was in the call with Tricky's Affirmed and Galactic, so I joined, but I didn't talk to him. I just joined so I could speak to Galactic and Tricky's and Affirmed. I didn't even acknowledge him.
Right. But he is there.
But if I'm gonna, but if I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna like confront him, then I don't want to do it when there's other people there. I'd want to do it face to face.
What? You're never gonna be face to face.
Well, not face to face. You know what? Mano a mano then. Like.
No, you're not gonna be mano a mano. That's what I'm talking about. You're not gonna be one-on-one in a call with him.
What do you mean?
All right. You're not gonna be in a call with him one-on-one. That's what I'm saying. And it just seems as though you're gonna say anything possible for you not to have that confrontation that I think is absolutely warranted to you. That's your relation. It's not mine. I'm not gonna make him feel welcomed in this server because I know other people in this server have an interest in talking to him. But that's your relationship. That's your right for you to go up to him and go. Well, you did really hurt me, and I don't feel that comfortable in the VC with you without addressing this.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you should address this because you're gonna have some snake fuck that you don't know now come back and just it's just like nothing ever happened. It's just nothing ever happened.
Well, I wasn't saying that I wasn't gonna confront.
He needs to be confronted.
No, for sure. I will confront him, but I just meant I thought of doing it when in an enclosed area with just me and him. I thought that would.
But
be
that's
the
not
best
gonna
area.
happen. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying it's not gonna happen.
Right. Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
Oh my word. That guy gets to walk in here as if nothing happened. Walking around. Some guy's daughter got raped and he's just able to walk into that dad's house. Just what? I'm here, guys. What the fuck?
This guy should be in prison still. This guy got out early. This guy got parole. Why is he out of prison?
What is happening? To me, you have to understand that. And end of this, end of that. Can't believe he betrayed us, Snake. Fuck, I'll never forgive him. He spawns it.
Yeah, I definitely switched. I should have stayed true to it. I should have.
Why am I the only one who's talking about this? What?
No, that's true though. I mean, maybe well, to be fair, it didn't seem like Frenzy's talking about it. Frenzy, he's just not talking to him. But I don't know because I don't talk to Frenzy.
Right. Frenzy's one guy that can actually stay true. That's the funny thing.
No, that's true. I respect him for that at least.
You can hold him out. Yeah, hold out even. But that guy needs to be confronted. For my sanity.
Fair, it does piss me off. Now that I think about it, it does piss me off that this guy just gets to be welcomed back with open arms. That actually does annoy me. Now that I really put some thought into it, that really pisses me off.
Right?
I want to know if Tricky. Wait, I need to know if Tricky's has actually spoke to him about it and understood the situation with him. I want to know because if not, that's kind of crazy to me.
Well, I mean, you should have some closure. You should be allowed a conversation. Hey, also don't start screaming at him.
No, I wouldn't do it like that. I'd be,
curious. Yeah, curious.
Right, curious.
Curious, but also fun. There is no you walking. There's no him swaggering about here, happy to join the call. What? Why are you joining the call with me?
Yeah.
What is happening? Not join a call with me. No, I do want to talk to this guy because he's not been around. Next time, regardless of if anyone's in the call, I am just gonna derail the conversation to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
Regardless. No matter how interested in the conversation. Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why there was a group. I think what happened was Galactic was with Ender, and then he was like, hey, let's talk to Affirmed, and then they added Trickies, and then I got added or something. So they had a group, and the other day, Galactic left. Me and Galactic were in a private call. They called the group without saying anything, and he got annoyed because they just called without saying anything or something, so we left the group. And then I left because I was like, okay, well, Galactic's not here anymore. I don't see myself joining a call with Tricky's, Ender, and Affirmed. If they want to talk to me, they can go in the zoo. I don't know why they're not in the zoo. I'm going to stay out of it. So I just left. So, yeah, I'd have to lure them out in zoo if they're just sitting in their little private call, but...
Oh, yeah, private call Roblox. Yeah, that's tough.
It's funny, though, because it's just like, dude, I was always the one that got pointed out, and I was definitely a culprit of that private call shit back then.
You don't say.
2023, 2024. But it's so weird that they're doing it. I wonder why. I don't know why. They use the private call. Ender, it must be an Ender thing. Maybe Ender's afraid to go in zoo. I don't know. That'd be funny if it was.
And he should be. You're not walking around this town doing swaggering about.
Yeah.
We doing it. Man, that's also I want to continue this video.
Yeah,
What am I doing?
This fun, carefree love that we had.
Bro, she need a black dude.
Wait, I gotta.
You know, I'm gonna be starting lots of to think about that stuff. Sometimes I did wonder if it was surface, fun, carefree love that we had.
100%. That's 100% that you should also be thinking about too. What is the love that we have here? That's a different sort of love when, you know, things have happened and you stay true versus, wow, everything is going really well and I feel really happy. Yeah. Has anything bad happened yet? That's how I feel. I remember when I said that to Wanda. Wanda said, "Oh, that's trauma bonding." Trauma bonding? I don't think so.
Trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding, yeah, where you bond over trauma. I don't think that's what I said. But I remember him saying that. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you saying? Because
Wait,
you're
in response to what did you say?
Well, I said you only really truly know somebody if you've gone through stuff with them, because you know how they react to situations that are less than favorable.
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, that's trauma bonding.
That's not. I wouldn't say that's trauma bonding.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like trauma bonding to me. Because you're not bonding over the trauma. I mean, you could be bonding over the trauma, but it could. Used to say it's even a traumatizing situation. That term gets thrown around a lot. If I got raped and then I fell in love with my rapist, that's a little bit of a trauma. But that's what I would see as a trauma bond. Okay, that's probably some major trauma there, and you bonded over that with somebody that fucked you over, and that would be a trauma bond. But anyway.
Yeah.
Bro, she need a black dude.
Yeah, for sure.
She need a black dude.
She's too ice queen. Like she needs
too ice queen.
This is why I say like the biracial shit works better because she would be bored with just a white guy for the rest of her life. Bro, we're talking about a chick that's coined in the LGBTQ, BLM, and what was the other shit? And the vaccine, bro. She gotta fuck with somebody different.
She gotta.
What is LGBT and the vaccine?
Fucking niggas on the side or something like that. Box probably wouldn't even get eyes wet unless she was with a black guy. Like it's proof in the pudding.
Oh god, there's proof in the pudding.
This is embarrassing.
On top of that, probably a white guy's worst nightmare is an ice queen that's a liberal. That's your worst nightmare. You can't date a liberal ice queen.
Someone
if you're a white
said
guy.
stop
It'll never
coping,
work.
Jamal.
Your values don't.
She seems low IQ. Somebody just said.
She
You
wants a
can't even lie
George
about it.
Floyd himself.
Especially if you're a guy that's like, you know, if you're like an American white guy that just really like, that shit ain't gonna work.
Free love that we had, equality, religion, the vaccine.
Oh my god, the vaccine is crazy.
The vaccine.
Oh man. This is why niggas are gonna start getting hit and fucking robots in the future because everything I do is wrong. If I'm not 6'5",
I love how everything you do is wrong. The vaccine, really? The vaccine is such a high bar for you that you
Where
think...
did he? Yeah, he just derailed the comment. It doesn't have. This is not relevant. Where did this height come into the thing? What the fuck?
Well, he's saying that women have too high standards. That's basically his run. That you can't do anything correct. Vaccine? That's a bad.
No, right. But I was just thinking, it's like, well, she's talking about her views on the vaccine, equality, and what was the other thing?
Religion.
Well, religion. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. It just doesn't seem like the type of thing that he needs to be bringing up in this. I mean, I guess in a way, people seem to talk about that a lot. I see that a lot, where it's like, oh, you know, these women nowadays like ask too much of men. Like, oh yeah, their men needs to be at least 6'7" or whatever the fuck. Maybe he's talking about
the
that.
666 traits.
666.
Oh, you don't know about 666?
What is that? What are you talking about?
At least 6 foot tall. At least making 6 figures.
Oh god.
And at least maybe it's at least 6 inches. I think that might be it.
Wow.
666. Might be something else. I don't remember the last one. That is
Unhinged.
It's really funny. No, I like 666.
Oh
I
yeah.
like that.
I mean,
I just think it's a funny concept.
Yeah.
Six,
But
six, six.
it is funny, especially if it's.
Well, no, I think it's funny because you can tell who somebody really is when that offends them.
Right.
So really.
But also if personally if that's the type of thing that someone's interested in, then I'm just not interested in you. If that's how
No,
your
exactly.
standards are, yeah, it's just like go. Like I'm not interested in someone that I'm not interested in someone that has standards where you have to have at least your dick has to be at least 6 inches big.
Actually, I can understand that. It's really
Well,
pleasurable for you.
it's understandable, but it's just like I'm just not interested in someone.
Yeah, you're not interested. Yeah, exactly. People have their own
Yeah.
preferences.
Oh no,
and
but
you're
I
not
get
gonna,
it.
you're
I
not
can
gonna fit in
understand.
their- yeah, if you don't fit in their preferences, go, oh, yeah. You don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to diminish them because they have standards that they think is really important for a relationship, but you don't.
Well, personally, I'm not doing that. Because I can understand where they're coming from. I can
100%, yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, if I was interested in having sex with guys, then I'm sure I'd want a specific dick size.
Yeah, if you have a bunch of experience and
Yeah.
maybe larger is better. Maybe you are gonna lean towards that. Same thing with, hey, I want a 6 foot tall guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm also a 5'10", 5'11" woman. I do want a guy taller than me, so 6 foot is the minimum range I'm looking for. Whoa, okay, that suddenly starts to make a lot more sense. Same with six figures. If you're somebody that got a master's degree, got a PhD in something, starts earning cash money, and now you're a wealthy woman, and whatever man you're going for doesn't even have a degree, so he can't confer.
Yeah, of course. Because at the end of the day,
a lot of money.
It's the same as like, okay, well, someone's standards being like, okay, yeah, you need to make sure that your house, you clean your room every single day, or like your hygiene is on par. Because I mean, that can be very unattractive to people if someone's a very unhygienic or just a very unclean person. And I'd understand that too, 100%. Because personally, even as someone that is definitely not the most hygienic and definitely not the cleanest person in the world,
I love
I'd
how you
still
put it in those terms.
I just didn't know how else to put it. Well, okay, I'll put it in this way. As someone that is not hygienic and quite unclean, in terms of my room and being in a clean environment, I'd still say I'd definitely rather prefer someone that is not like me and that is. But when I think about it, it's like, let's say if you think of like an independent woman, that would also someone that wants someone that can actually just that can be independent.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people out there that would want that. Like you were saying about the master's degree, the one that makes cash money. It's like, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense. Whereas for someone like me, it's like, okay, well, I'm definitely someone that struggles in like a relationship, in relationships as a whole. And I definitely need someone that probably also, probably is quite independent, that can kind of like, that I can rely on and have kind of someone that can guide me.
Yeah.
Someone a lot more independent than I am, because I'm not an independent person and I struggle to be. So it would make, right. But now that I think about it, if I put it in the perspective of this, right, it's like, if I was to say, oh yeah, I need someone that's really independent, so then they can kind of look after me and guide me. Well, people might see those standards as a little bit too high. It's like, what, you need someone that's going to be able to guide you and like that's independent. Isn't that asking a bit much? But in my head, that's perfectly fine, because that's just the type of person I am. It's not like it's not like I want to be someone that's dependent on other people for the rest of my life. I don't like being someone that's dependent on other people, or that's someone that can't be independent. But I think being in a relationship with someone that's actually quite independent would be very healthy for me and help me grow a lot as a person. So that would definitely be the type of stand I'd be looking for, and that's a big reason why I think this Willow person is way better, way healthier for me than the Lucy person, because
they show your deficits.
It's two sides of the spectrum. Yeah.
She shows your deficits. The fact that you're twiddling your thumbs upset when you're distant from her for a week, I think you should be upset, especially with the circumstances that you've gone through with her in a previous relationship. And that should be something that you're acutely aware of. But when it comes to just having nothing to do, having nothing to strive for, and somebody else also having that, I think that should be that's good to. Oh, okay. Let me introspect here. Okay, you know, this person has just, they have a bowl and they filled it with a bunch of big rocks, big important rocks, whereas you're doing twiddling your thumbs, you still pursuing the driver's license. No, you're not doing that, even though I told you to do that, your brother told you to do that, and you just give these, placating bromide answers. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then you never do it. Yeah, okay. That's no bueno. And I think, I think you are right that somebody that's independent will show you your I said that somebody that's independent will show you your deficits and where you're falling behind versus somebody that, can spend 35 hours straight just engaging in your personal pet project. That's not somebody that's gonna reveal to you what your weaknesses are.
I want to say, I felt like, I remember talking to you a while ago about how proud I was. I felt like I had really, developed as a person. I was very proud of myself for how much I'd grown a couple of months ago. And obviously, I feel like I can't say the same thing for the last couple of months. But I will say right now, I actually think that I am a little bit proud of myself, because although I haven't, maybe I have done a lot of unhealthy things in terms of recovery from the last couple of things that have happened to me in my life. I will say that at least I can stand here and say that I don't regret that relationship. I don't, because there's good things that have came from that relationship. The first thing being my realization of the type of person that I need to be surrounding myself with. The second thing being, I guess, the insight that I've gained, I guess for maybe that type of person, but just in general, how unhealthy it can be to surround yourself with that type of person when they are exhibiting the same behaviors that you're exhibiting. When these behaviors are really unhealthy. I mean, it's if you put someone that's the thing. It's not always that type of relationship, the dynamic of that relationship, it isn't always just going to fail, because there'll be occasions where if you have someone that's really, suicidal and depressed, and you put them in a relationship with someone else that's really suicidal and depressed, maybe they'll be able to comfort each other. So it's not like that's always going to be a relationship that's doomed to fail. And obviously depends. But if you put someone that needs their space when they're not doing well compared to someone that can't handle space from their partner, then yeah, it's just not going to work. It probably isn't going to work. But I think the other thing I was going to say is, but in general, I think the thing that I can be proud of myself for is the way that I'm able to look at negative things that have happened to me and find positive outcomes. Because I feel like that was something I never used to be able to do. People always say that, trying to find the positive out of every situation. But I think that's something I'm able to do a little bit better now. And I think it's quite a good thing. As long as you're not being ignorant to it, as long as you're recognizing the negatives and the positives of the situation. Because I think it was a conversation I had with Galactic about Depot, or maybe it was Tone Stone, about how valuable it is just playing the game. Because even when you die in round 10, you're always learning something. Even when you're making mistakes, you're always learning, because you can learn from those mistakes. You might make a mistake and fuck, I can't be, that's really bad. It's I'm making these mistakes. How, this is so fucked. It's I can't improve.
I need to spread out these analogies to 10 minutes. Not trying to hit some...
Okay, sure. But yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm just proud of myself for being able to
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, another thing is just finding these new artists, so like, you know, music stuff that I'm really into or whatever. Like, I guess that's a plus. Especially because I guess it's kind of influenced me to make music, to want to like start doing like rapping stuff and do my own like putting vocals and stuff. That's something I'm trying to work towards and I'm interested in. So, yeah.
Oh, this video.
I'm out the door. If I don't agree with niggas that stole grape sodas and Jack Jordans, I'm out the door. If I like,
Jesus Christ,
bro, you really just got to be on here faking it.
Drinking milk?
At least her earlobes don't connect to her face. I will give that to her. She
What?
This next part had me belly rolling. This next part is fucking hilarious. Get ready.
Okay.
At least her earlobes don't connect to her face. I will give that to her. She definitely is a proper ice queen. I will give that to her. Good jawline, blonde hair, blue eyes, good ears. No forehead wrinkles, broad shoulders, bro. She'd be a perfect collab for Anthropoid. Perfect.
Perfect
What
collab.
what does that mean? What does that mean?
It's a monkey. He's saying we a perfect collab for a monkey.
Oh, he's saying for a rug.
Yep, because he's talking about the biracial
Oh my god.
monkey. A higher primate, especially an ape or an ape man, resembling a human being in form.
What?
Wow.
Did he explain his reasoning behind why he thought that she'd be cut out for a quote unquote rug?
Ready?
Why?
Well, no, it's not about a rug. I don't know why you keep thinking all black people are rugs. You might be a
said
little
that
bit racist
earlier.
then.
Okay,
You think
well,
all
I
black people
just
are
keep
rugs.
using that word in that context. What a black person? Why a biracial? Well, why a black person? Why is that someone that should be suited for, and not a white man? I think he did mention it earlier.
Get ready.
Yeah, she doesn't have a round fucking face. You know how some chicks got that round ass face? Her shit cut to symmetrics. And she don't got them paperlin Becky lips.
What's the
Definitely a proper
symmetric?
ice queen.
Proper.
Bro, you'd have the best, as a black guy, you'd have the best looking biracial kids with this chick. Bro, you'd have, especially if you're like a guy my height. Bro, this chick look like she about a good 5'7".
Self-inside.
Your kid's instantly attractive. They're
Cut
gonna
to
look like
precise law.
just straight up scientific hybrids. You said at her age, stupid shit matters because nothing significant matters. How old is this shit? Probably like 32, 33?
Bro.
Said Caucasian people have
cry me a
way better
river,
bone structure.
Jamal.
You know what's crazy? Where do you think blacks get good bone structure from? We get it from like Europeans back in the day. I say, you know, when you're like an extra attractive black dude, you just gotta dial it back like 200 years. You know what I'm saying? You got a random couple of European niggas in there.
The cat is protesting. Get me the fuck out of this racist run.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, unique looking blacks were created.
I don't know.
We're
He could be right. I have no idea.
We're created.
I couldn't tell
Yeah, I
you.
have no idea.
through ethnicity mixing. You said, nah, black Americans were here even before America. How the fuck we get here? That we came from up underground? we still in this Yakub shit? Some nigga with a big ass basketball, 2 basketballs put together head created Caucasians? Yeah, we're still in that?
You need to see your cube because you don't know who the fuck your cube is.
Oh, your cube. I seen that in the chat.
2
I seen you post a
basketballs.
Oh, 2 basketballs. I seen you post that GIF and I was dying. I was like, what the fuck is that? I can't lie.
That's your
I
cube.
thought that was LTG. I thought that was some crazy edit of LTG when I seen that.
No, that's your cube.
But I am number 1. Sorry,
Oh,
but I
there's
am number
Africans
1.
with good bone structure, but if you biracial, it makes it even better. Bro, you mix an African guy with a woman that looks like this, bro, you get specimens. That's a specimen, bro.
Specimens.
Pure African dense genetics with pure ice queen. That's a specimen.
Zulu
You
plus
can't go no
ice cream?
fucking wrong.
Zulu plus ice cream.
Can't miss with that shit. So those Europeans from Africa got Ethiopians from Africa got good genetics. Ethiopians are mixed as well. They're not even straight black. So R. Kelly claims that he recorded 25 hours.
Yeah, it's the end of the video. That's it.
That was pretty good. Bro said resignate.
Perfect collabs for an amper board. That
No,
was
look at the second one.
unhinged.
Look at the second one. That's
Yeah, I
funny.
already seen that. Right, Unc reacting to a reality show, which is staged, giving the most idiotic insult rug take, rug-like takes to brain-dead teenagers is peak internet.
Peak internet. Look at that one. This Unc's so dumb. He himself proves he's with Antonia. Antonia. Why? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I'm not ever gonna pretend to understand. The LTG hater complex.
Right.
Unhinged. That woman though. Holy fuck, she was ice cream though. I totally understand. I totally understand why he was.
Wait, this guy uploads like 4 times a day.
That's what I'm talking about. The complex.
Twice a day, 3 times a day. Oh my. The dedication is wild. Load it on that thumbnail.
This title.
Yeah, but he can't bring his minor sweetheart out in public.
40% of a century old. What? That's different to say his age. Oh my word. Alright, enough of that. Enough of all this.
But yeah, well, no, show me the clip of the guy playing Majora's Mask or whatever.
I have to scroll for so long, and I don't want to bring that. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Time or place. Chill podcast begging for money again. So good. I prefer being in Zoo just for the sole reason that other people can join.
Oh, like it's not like a private thing. Like people.
Yeah, I don't.
Invited.
I'm not a private person. I'm promiscuous. We could have gotten affirmed. We got affirmed joining the call, contributing. I'd say he's the MVP of this year for contributions.
Wait, really? Why?
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I'm drawing.
But also, it doesn't sound like it also doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't sound like the type of thing where it's like so blatantly obviously not true that it's obviously sarcasm that makes it funny. I don't know.
Really?
I just don't.
He just must talk around you.
I don't
more.
talk to him. I don't
Right.
talk to him. So.
Well, you did.
I used to. I don't talk to him much. Not like out of like, oh, I don't want to. I just don't. So.
Right.
I don't really know.
Perfect collab for an Amphroboid.
That's so good. I've never even heard that word. Well, maybe I have heard that word before, actually.
Amphroboid. That's unhinged. But the fact that he knows these terms too is a little bit concerning. It's also really funny because half the terms he uses are just completely. He uses them incorrectly. Doesn't know how dexterity works.
Yeah, what was that? Designate?
Resignate.
Resignate. Yeah, there you go. Cut to precise. Cut to precise. That's
Cut to symmetrics.
Cut to symmetrics.
Not cuts. He doesn't know how adverbs work. Cut symmetrically? Nah. Cut to symmetrics.
Cut to symmetrics.
Fucking hell.
Oh no, man.
I need to learn what an adverb is.
Fuck, that's incredible. That was good.
Oh, that was a really good video.
Yeah, true.
I haven't barely laughed. I think that was a 15-minute video that I was watching at 1.5 speed. No, that was an 11-minute video I was watching at 1.5 speed. It took me a while to get through that video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I first watched it, I was just clipping everything. I took so many clips of just that one video. Holy shit. But it was fucking hilarious. Some of his best work is actually him not playing video games, which is funny because
yeah,
he's definitely not a one trick. That guy is actually very entertaining. It's nice that Twitch keeps him around.
It's a thing. It's funny though, because it's like it's not like a DSP thing where it's just because he's rage. Because he genuinely is a funny person. Like he genuinely has some of the things he comes up with are actually like really funny.
He's a suave speaker, and he's very good at making. Yeah. He's very good at making his own lingo, his own analogies. So need to, it's not inauthentic. The way other people just start, I'm hearing crash out now. Okay, what's the next trend gonna be? Start hearing some other thing. He's creating his own language, which I find very nice. I like listening to. I like listening to creative intro's where he starts calling people squeegees. I've never even heard that in my life before. You calling people squeegees? What the fuck is that? Just the people that run up, start wiping your window, ask for money. That's a different insult. It's a good one. It definitely makes me laugh now that I understand that. Anthropoid collab with an anthropoid, that is crazy. The whole Balrog thing, that is really funny too. It's very distinct to him. It's not something that comes out from other people. And I'm tired of people talking in the same. He also is clearly focused on the way he talks, and I can tell because he's completely eliminated fillers from speaking. At least he's done that successfully. He does try to speak with an expanded vocabulary, despite failing in many situations. And it is funny, but him failing because he's fitting into that stereotype that exists among African Americans, where it's that one guy from the hood trying to speak properly, but he's not able to use the vocabulary properly, so he sounds really stupid, and other parts about him reveal his roots when he says I axe that, and it completely fits LTG. This stereotype completely fits. Well, not stereotype, I should say archetype. Is not a stereotype. It's an archetype that exists and that I've seen before in media, and it's not all too common, but I've seen that before. I can't remember where. And yeah, he completely fits that to a T. Yeah, he's hilarious. The other guy, Phil, the SB, I think he's completely dull, uninteresting.
Oh yeah.
The only
from what I've seen, because he doesn't like really have anything. It doesn't look like he really has any interesting things to say. So it's just kind of funny when he rages, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just
because his rages are quite funny. Like,
well, it's just him. What makes his rages funny because he tries to justify why he fucked up as being the game's fault. Oh, it's the game's fault. The game didn't give me any indication, lag, or he just comes up with all these weird ways to justify what happened as the game's fault. So I find that funny. Oh, the creeper blew up twice. No, that was just a creeper that just came up behind you that you didn't see. Oh, they're spawning mobs behind me, and that's it. Even though when you see him turning around, you can see the zombie from far away slowly walking towards him.
Or he's like, oh man, I didn't even hit. I was blocking. Like I was blocking low. Like I didn't even hit a button. But like it happens so often that it's just so obvious that no, he probably is just someone that hits a lot of buttons. And is not very good defensively.
Yeah, guy needs to get some button indicator so he knows what he's pressing. Definitely a good way to improve. But that guy's not trying. That guy's already 40. This guy's already entered middle age. Actually, already? Yeah. He's already there, and he's not making an effort to improve. He's never improving. I act as if 40-year-olds don't drastically change. There are midlife crisis. It's called a midlife crisis for a reason. That instigates change.
Yeah.
The thing is, if he hasn't changed by this point on fighting games, I don't know if a midlife crisis is making him rethink the way he sees fighting games. I think he's just gonna go and continue to be an idiot.
Yeah. Oh,
But I want him to be an idiot. It's funny for me. It's sort of he's sort of the Greg FPS of fighting games, or not even really fighting games. He just plays general games, but we'll just go over it because if Greg stopped failing, there is nothing that I would want to see from his content. If I look at what's his face, Phil, DSP, it's also the same thing where I don't care if you're no longer raging, there is nothing you have to say that I care about listening to. With LTG, he doesn't have to be raging, he could just be talking. There is something very interesting. He's a good speaker, he's very good at putting his point across, he's very funny, he uses his own lingo, so it's very evocative. Something that I think makes him very particular, or why his particular way of speaking is good, or phrasing things is good, because you have to think about what he's saying to a different degree than if somebody's saying the same things. You're just not really thinking about that. It's not really creating an image in your head. It's just something that already exists there. Your brain is sort of shortcutting it. If I say toe the line, no one's thinking of somebody towing the line before they start sprinting. No one's saying that, or the other interpretations of towing the line. No one's imagining that. But if I come up with my own metaphor that doesn't exist elsewhere, it's something that instigates thought, and I find him to be a lot more thought. He instigates. I shouldn't say thought provoking, but image provoking. He provokes images in my head. I can imagine the things that he's saying. He's very good at describing a situation because he's using his own phrases to speak. I think that is why I think he's a really good speaker. No filler, plus using his own lingo and own phrases to explain himself is a really good speaker. Honestly.
Got you.
Has to fix his vocab though.
Yeah. I got you.
Handful bird. I like how in this new Fatal Fairy game, City of the Wolf. Yeah, that's what Chris Hugh calls it. He calls it Fatal Fairy. And I like how some of the characters have aged. Hokotomaru aged up, but the other characters just look like punk kids. Or they're still the same age. Bijane? Damn, she still looks crazy. And I know she's not a MILF. She looks young as fuck. Same with Hotaru. She looks young. All these men look young. Well, how come Hokotomaru just aged up? What's happening there? It's really strange. I don't like that in some games. I remember people talking about this on a Tekken podcast a while back, but they noticed that, notice how none of the women are past the age of 25? Which is really funny because I know specific. Actually, they may have talked about it on the podcast because I'm pretty sure some of them know about Japanese culture just from close proximity to it because of Tekken. Yeah. But they call women past the age of 25 that are unmarried Christmas cake because
Christmas cake.
Because Christmas cake is something that is seen as undesirable. Who wants Christmas cake? No one's. That's a leftover. You just leave that over. That's leftover after Christmas, and so
yeah,
they call them leftovers basically. So you can see how that would, the cultural bias that would seep into Tekken, and the fact that you have a bunch of old guys, Jim Pachi, who's 100 years old, Heihachi's like 80, and that guy was allowed to age. He used to have black hair. If you look at the tag games, which is a dream match,
Yeah, I know.
he has his black hair as if he was in Tekken 2. No. That's not allowed for the female characters. They're either preserved cryogenically. With the case of Nina, that's what happened to her in Tekken 4. Or you could look at the case of Kunimitsu, where it's her daughter fighting now. You can look at Michelle and how it's Julia now, her daughter fighting. Yeah, Heihachi, nah, he gets his son and he still gets to be in the game. The fuck? Bayek was allowed to be old while Horang was around. They were both allowed to be in the same game. But for the women characters, no thanks. That was and I don't like that, because I think that's a very Japanese thing, because it's not even with the women characters. I think it's just with characters in general, where they don't like it has to be, you look at that RPGs and it's a bunch of kids saving the world, as if, where are the adults in the room? Why are the adults not doing anything? They're fucking stupid or something? What's happening here?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any, it really doesn't make any sense, or at least too much sense. And when you get older, I think these stories, unless you like them from your childhood, they start to resonate with you less and less. It's just another kid saving the world and they're going through their first romance again. So, well, I'm not going through my first romance. I've already done that. I've already been there. Going through the same baby steps of you being really shy, because it's usually, super guy just never, he's oblivious to, women's approaches. He's oblivious on how to even initiate a relationship. That's boring as fuck to watch for the millionth time when you've seen that a million times. Boring as fuck. I like when characters are old and they're going through problems that are more akin to the ones you would see, in, later adulthood, or even just adulthood in general. I appreciate an honor for that. I think it's definitely a lot more of a mature show. I know you like it for a lot of the reasons I like it. Maybe you wouldn't put it in the same words, but...
Sorry, what show are you talking about?
No.
Right, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I got you.
I'm talking about Hachi, it's the sequel.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
No, the strawberry cups. Born on the same day.
Yeah, born on the same day of the same night.
The same day of the same month? Did you say?
Same day with the same name.
Oh, okay. You said the same month. You mumbled that. Tell me you're a mumble rapper?
Mumble rapper.
I don't even know what that term means. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's it submerged from I think it submerged from the 2017 cloud rap era, where SoundCloud era, what the fuck did it say? SoundCloud era. But you had a bunch of people where it would genuinely be hard to make out what they're saying when they're rapping, because they were just mumbling words. It wasn't even it was inaudible.
Nice. Yeah, I just remember that being used as an insult. I don't like the auto-tune. Doesn't Dave Blunt's use auto-tune? Crazy auto-tune. I don't...
Auto-tune's fine when it's actually, it's not too over the top and stuff.
Don't like any of that nonsense. Yeah, that auto-tune. For some reason, there's just profligacy in rock communities using crazy auto tune. I don't know why it exists,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. But I'm not even really a lyrics person anyway. The only time I gave a fuck about lyrics was me and Galactic looking at Pokemon ciphers.
Pokemon Savers, yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon ciphers is sick. I loved analyzing lyrics for those, just listening to it over and over again. But that's just that different. That's just different for me. Cause I know the underlying material, at least a lot of it, but I have to figure out what they're trying to talk about.
It does
And
seem
that's
pretty.
super creative with it.
Yeah. Especially if it's something that you're interested in, because obviously you're already interested in Pokemon, so seeing the way that they're rhyming these things together and.
No, I'm not
Making them
interested in
together,
Pokemon. I know very esoteric knowledge about Pokemon, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to understand anything that they're saying. If you understand basic things about Pokemon, if you had Yezi's knowledge of Pokemon, you would not be able to understand what they're saying. This is years of watching random YouTube videos, being really into Pokemon and just being bored and reading Pokédex entries, and then going, whoa, I never thought that would ever be useful, but I actually definitely understand what he's saying. This is made for very particular types of people. Like me.
Got it. Yeah.
They do like the screen transitions in City of the Wolves. Like that wolf that comes up. Gato.
I never looked into that game much.
I love how you thought Hokotomaru was a go.
Man, you could fool me, like, even if I was first introduced to that character now, I'd say it was a go. Well, at least in the older game.
Right, definitely not in the new game. That guy's got a most.
Yeah.
Guy definitely has a boyish look about him. You're just not good at these androgynous characters. I mean, I wouldn't even say he's an androgynous character. I never even considered the fact that he could be androgynous to somebody else. But I was also like that with Makoto. That was never a consideration that that could ever be a guy, but that's just something that I see in comment sections all the time. Oh, I thought this was a boy. I was thinking, what the fuck? You can clearly see her bra. She has the name Makoto, which just sounds feminine.
Yeah.
There was never any confusion for me. I do like true androgynous characters though. Leo from Tekken. I think they've actually changed that guy's gender. So yeah, I have no idea what
Just non-binary.
he's meant to be. I don't fucking know what he's now, but being originally a man then a girl, I don't know, but I like those androgynous designs. I think they're very interesting. I definitely lean to those characters more in terms of aesthetics, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like it Biken's original design, where she looks Biken.
Oh yeah, Biken used to be so. It's like Shermie. Like Shermie used to look so good. I used to love her design. I like it in Halo 15.
Xiaomi has barely changed, my brother.
really, I don't. I mean, it's still Shermie, but I don't like her new outfit.
Oh. Hold on. Are you talking about which one? Are you talking about this
The
one?
first
Or...
one, yeah, yeah.
I don't like the first outfit, but this outfit that she has
This
in
is good.
Orochi, this one's OD. I love this.
Yeah, Orochi Shermie is sick, but I don't like the normal one.
Oh, wait, I never cared about normal. Who the fuck cares about normal Shami? Fuck that character.
Yeah, normal Shermie.
I never cared about that character. This character?
Yeah, she is so sick. I love this character.
Wait, Sprite
I've never
what?
actually seen anyone really do very well with her. I haven't really watched anyone. No.
Oh, Sabazino from Brazil.
Brazil.
He raped Kuno with Shami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Hold on. Oh, him versus KBC too. Yeah, he pulls out Shami in this match.
No way he destroys Kuno. Holy shit, I've never seen Kuno lose a fucking set.
This is online though, this is years ago. This is an old set.
Oh yeah. I see. Oh wow.
And he's 3-0 down too. That's why he switched to Shami. Yeah, you can go into CD off a lot of moves.
That jump CD. Oh.
Canceling the CD.
Nice anti. Wow. Zoning and KO is so good. Oh, he tried a sweep right there.
Oh man. And he got cancelled out of it.
Really? Oh, that CD was godlike.
He's got a really good defense on Shami. Oh, that was such a nice confirm.
Yeah, wow. Damn. Oh wow, that looks actually quite safe at the start of this release though. This theme is so good. I love this fucking theme. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh wow. He's gonna get guard broke. If he didn't get shit.
Shami, out of all characters.
Oh, that sucks. Damn. Oh, I love that. Dude, that fucking Leona costume is so good.
Yeah, I like all our costumes in this game.
She has like one of the best PFPs in this game. It's so good.
Yeah, I agree. I like her triangle earrings.
Oh yeah, nice. Especially because they're like kind of like a dark purple. They just go so well together. The white with the like her dark skin and the purple.
True. Tacos dance.
Taco dance.
Nice.
Oh wow.
That's you?
Yeah, damn. What you can do? That sucks. Whoa, what the fuck?
Imagine, what's his face? LTG playing against Sabozinho, Shadamin. That'd be rape.
That'd be so good. Triple perfects.
Oh, yo. I love how Nick is show when she does a CD.
Who?
Dami.
Ah, really?
Yeah. But I love how Shang Fei is just fiending. You should be a playable character. Why are you doing fiending in the background?
Shang Fei, instant overhead.
That swoop is nice. I like that.
I really like this character. I like Leona. She's so cool. So fun to watch. Is she good in this game? Isn't she like a mid to high to?
She's not mid to. She's high to. We're on the lower end of that.
That was so crazy.
There's some crazy stuff with her bombs. After she does her super, she can get some more damage with the bomb.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you do it though, because the bomb doesn't. I don't see her throwing the grenade. The Orochi transformation is. Where's my Orochi Iori transformation?
Yeah, I know. I know.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, they knew that Iori would be too strong.
Yeah, probably in this game.
I mean, Orochi Leona's still very good.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
When she does the earthquake, Bill gets the pressure. Right out it on hell, lose all her health.
Trying to get in.
Look for a CD.
I wonder if that's invincible and stuff. Oh wow, that's CD.
Yeah, that CD was nice. Oh, that's tough for sure, man.
Yeah, it's death. Oh, he dropped it. Oh no!
No punish. Overhead.
Overhead, what the fuck? I didn't know she had an overhead and she could confirm all of that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen
crazy.
overhead.
She doesn't even have to BC cancel. Usually you have to BC cancel for overheads. That's how good she is. You don't even need to do that. She needs to know me to fit up. Just one.
I like how BC cancels work, because it's like, it just opens up more combo routes.
True, yeah.
Like, Orochi Chris can do his overhead.
Such a sick super.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like it. Oh, he can do slide. He can do slide into and then cancel into a normal. That CD looks so good. The range. Is that safe?
What?
That like dash forward move. Wait.
Iori? Oh, that?
That
I think
safe.
so.
Because he rolled out of it. That was quite nice. Wait, was he even playing Iori before?
No,
he was playing
Billy.
Oh, Billy, yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he
Definitely
plays
his best
Billy a
character.
lot. Yeah, I think Iori is his best character. I don't know about back here.
For sure.
Iori is definitely, every time he starts, people can match him with when he's using Billa, but Iori, when he starts using Iori, he's pulling like 10 win streak. Is crazy.
I know. Yeah.
His Kim is good too. I mean, all his characters are crazy, but his Iori is on a different level. That Iori just sees everything. There's no punish he has not seen with Iori. Oh, it's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, let's see it. Nice punish. Look at that strength. The way he spaces out his record so perfect.
Yeah, he's so good at that.
like perfectly spaced, so you get them at the latest frame possible.
Yeah, look at our CD. You see our knickers?
I could see a little bit there. Wow. Damn.
That was so nice how he spaced that whole slide. Walks back, bump bump,
Yo,
so
he
ready
did a
for punish it.
backdash. Yeah. Wow. That lingers. It's like a projectile.
It does it again.
Oh, I see he's cancelling CD.
Yeah.
That was... Yeah, he knew he was going to slide, so he didn't
You have to
close.
roll a lot with Shami. He rolls so much. Or, like,
Yeah,
kicks
he
too
tried to do
quick.
super.
Yeah, he doesn't like being in the corner. He's always using specials.
Yeah.
Shami's corner game's awful.
The reversal looks good, though.
I think that's because he's fucking up or something, or he's trying to do something, and then she can high profile or something.
Oh. Okay, I see.
I'm surprised Leona wasn't able to punish that roll.
Oh my god, that was incredible. That's it. Oh, that's death. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy damage.
Where's Kuno from? Peru?
Mexico.
Mexico. Batalla épica. Oh wow. Oh, that was just so nice.
I learned some Portuguese or Spanish just from... I don't even know what I learned, what language I learned, just from reading these titles. I know they say mejor for good or whatever.
Yeah.
Or best, I think it means. I like how he's using my kick to low profile.
Oh my god. See the way that he pushed him?
He's so good at zoning, I don't even know what he's doing to zone this one.
Yeah. Well, like, he isn't afraid to give up space. Oh my god.
Holy shit. He doesn't try to spam projectiles, he's using it when it's far away, but he doesn't really do that.
Yeah, he's been quite safe with his zoning.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my god, that was such a
to
crazy
do some
mix-up.
crazy.
Roll backwards and sprint into command grab. Wild.
You know, I see Kuno do shit like that all the time. That CD is so nice.
They had that overhead too. B&B.
Alright, so we can send to few more stars. Is he cancelling after that sweep? I wonder if that's a cancel.
Well, yeah, no, he cancelled that sweep, yeah. He's gonna make a comeback. Oh wow.
There's a Rochi Leona we're talking about. Look at that!
Oh,
Look at that! He gets the double overhead. You seen that?
Double overhead. Oh, it's so delayed too, and he's safe.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god,
this
that's
character
insane.
is fucking crazy.
What the fuck?
And that's just in the game. That's why these older KOF games are crazy. You know who likes KOF old too? I was watching this guy, Electric Underground. He does game reviews. He did one on Demon Souls, new versus old.
Really?
Oh, so I need to just watch this clip. It's so funny.
Is it the what? Yeah, I just watched this one. Yeah, this is funny as fuck.
This is gets me. I'm screaming.
There's no audio. There's no audio of him screaming.
I think you can hear it, but it's overlapping.
Bro, I
can't
accidentally
tell.
exited out the shit as soon as I seen the
Hello.
So good. Wow.
Where is it? Red though. Oh, electric on the ground. There we go. Shockingly. What is this? I don't know if I clipped the part.
Play like Q in Third Strike. Q is a low tier character, but everyone instantly roots for him because he's like really cool and really low tier. So and there are people whose like entire identity in gaming is, oh, I play really cool low tiers. But if you remove
shockingly not low tier god though.
not low tier god,
But shockingly not
You're
low
not
tier
low
god.
but like the Q players in Third Strike.
That's so
Yeah, he's
funny.
playing. Man, he's up there playing Urian in Third Strike. He's a top 10 character.
Nah, in Third Strike, that's actually his
He
low
plays
tier
Remy too,
game.
though. Yeah, he does play
He plays low tiers the most in that game. He barely plays Urian.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd say Remy is his main, but I've seen Hugo, Alex come out of him. 12, he likes 12 a lot.
Sean, I've
Bag
seen
of Schmidt
Sean.
asks,
Yeah, I've seen him show him too.
are
Yeah.
you going to check out the new Fatal Fury? I'm divided on that. I don't know. I almost feel like what I should do, actually, because the chat's really interested in this. Let me know what you think of this idea. What if instead of going right into the new Fatal Fury, what if I started with 2002? Because I've been playing a fair amount of 2002 Unlimited or Ultimate Match on my Steam Deck.
Oh, you
It is
are.
unlimited
Loving it.
match.
I think KOF 2002 is so good. It's such a good game that I think I would end up needing to play a bunch of 2002 anyway to talk about Fatal Fury, right? Because it would be weird just to
His
talk about Fatal
animations
Fury
look so
without
weird.
comparing it to the franchise that's kind of really holding this whole thing together, which is the old school KOF. Bag of Schmidt asks,
Yeah.
Bag of Schmidt.
Mhm.
Fuck is this? What the fuck am I?
Ninja. What is this intro?
Why? He's got a dummy in his mouth. It's way too young to be a ninja. I love surf. Surf is sick.
De novo. Tem duas barras
Oh,
de
yes,
especial.
Seth.
Perigoso, hein? Cabeça aproveita
That
bem essa
slide
barra
is so
especial. Olha a
fast.
pressão, não tá deixando espaço pra Shen.
Spanish.
Bela saída ali, ó. Tá bem experiente, ó. Vai esquivar e vai finalizar. Aí não tem o que fazer.
Oh, nice
Ficou
punish.
errado
I
a
like
cabeça.
that.
Tá
He just
dança
rolled
da
out of it.
música, tem que tocar a música.
Come on.
O Everton Emerick, eu vou fazer também, mano. Só que eu vou fazer, vai ter aqui também.
I love how he just does neutral jumps.
Né?
Presses buttons late.
Vão ser campeonatos curtos.
It's a really good tactic. I like that.
FT3,
I love how she does a suplex. I love that.
de Marvel. Eu tô já com o Charles Cavalier acertando.
Just this woman.
What is that? Follow the domino.
Canal aí, viu, mano? Crescimento, te abençoe muito, meu Deus.
We need to bring Stroke back.
Yeah, we need stronger.
Stroke 22 is crazy.
Man, who's better, Chris who? Or Stroke 22?
If I could understand Stroke, that guy would be legendary.
Whoa, Stroke 22.
Oh, little? Exhibition? Exhibition?
Exhibition.
What's that
Ninja
channel
98?
watching? Oh, this channel. No, no, there was a channel where I think it might be gone now, but I remember they said they were leaving, but they had a Stroke video. Hold on. Yeah, that. Oh. He starts commentating right off the bat.
Así arrancamos Losers Final, señores. Ahora sí se define quién va en contra de ruletas, quién se encuentra hoy por hoy.
Always so much energy.
Vamos a verlo.
Yeah.
No, señores, va a marcar la distancia, se va para atrás, se va para
Jose Alfredo. Jose Alfredo Sanchez.
Sanchez. Lego Star Final Boss.
I love how the name is the most stereotypical Mexican name you can think of. Jose Alfredo Sanchez. If I had to come up with the most racist name, that would be the name.
Jose Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Wow, that's crazy. Bonita.
Ramirez.
Ramirez, yeah. Sergio Marquez.
Sergio Marquez. Sigue a Final Boss.
Tiene que venir a apoyar al muchacho de Guadalajara.
Chocho. I think Stroke is Mexican too.
Y ya lo termina haciendo rápido con ese Billy
Pero I can't do that.
El Rapido. I don't even know what he said. Peter. Cabrón. Chihuahua, Chihuahua, Ariel PC.
Lo va a dejar en esquina, cuidado, severo. Termina dando jump y no pasa nada. Buscaba con los fuertes. Se está acercando. Otra vez.
Algras. Oh, Algras.
Esa whip es buenísima, cabrón. Yo no sé por qué la sacó. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Daniel Zakwas. Sorry, there's a guy I know from Minecraft that's called Zakwas. Ricardo Trujillo.
Yeah, Ricardo, that's another common one.
Solo 6 mid. Zyro. Solo Zyro. I love Troy's profile pic.
Jorge de León Orena.
Reina. León Reina.
Counter de parte de Dark Angel de frente, lo termina haciendo doble backdash, venía con los fuertes, no concreta, buen especial, y lo termina haciendo con más activa, aún así, aunque Dark Angel propuso, no
Pablo
conecta,
López,
señores, un
Pablo
especial
López.
completamente random.
Tacos Downs. Christian Diaz Ponce. How is he getting so many follows?
I don't. Oh, these are fucking people, man. That sounds so much
Lee Thompson Badia.
Se los dije, Choi. Es que de verdad Choi es un verdadero dolor de muela, señores.
Renata Serino.
My mom's friend was called Renata. Renata. Oscar. Salazar.
Sounds like some kind of demon.
Bicho. Oh, Badia. Oh, wait. It's the Mario 64 star. Queer? Oh, is it queer?
Queer.
Un peso.
How do you pronounce that? Gerardo Guajar.
Who knows?
Gracias por esas estrellas, hermano. Besos en el yo-yo.
Cuere. I don't know.
Omar González.
Omar. I want to see him go crazy. Go crazy at the end.
I can't focus. I gotta focus on the names. Oh yeah, it's a close set.
Pancho Prieto.
Pancho.
Excelente material. Should sponsor this quality material. Proud to be about to win with internet. What? This guy is the best narrator of KOF. Your game subscriber here from Brazil. Big hug. Yeah, they say that too. Pew. Never go to match narrated with Kashed. Keep it up, brother. Videos of my
of my stroke.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Your surprise face at the end, oh, the words.
Wait, look at that guy's name. Adolfo Torres. Adolfo Torres. Vaya madre.
Oh, there we go.
Yo, he's going crazy.
I watched the fight again and it makes me sick again to win with Brava. It's not worth training with Rhino to save playing Angel. Yeah, that's a guy. Upload more material here on YouTube, please. Haha, they call themselves top players and they only win with different.
The channel liked it.
The dog bitches with Angel full satisfaction winning like that. I think they're talking about the Infinite. Several style of playing with Troy is too and the dark one with the infinities of Angel what?
The dark one.
The dark one.
How disgusting the first guy.
The second guy himself to it. I'm like,
Man,
yeah,
it's a
they,
fucking tournament. What do you mean?
They all talk shit on Infinite. They hate it. What mediocrity to win with Infinity?
With 9 replies.
Winning is winning no matter what and where anything goes. No, friend, it is different to win with dignity. If you see world leaders, they don't use logs, they play with style. Yes, world leaders are playing with style. Even if they lose, people respect them. You know, it's funny because you do have etiquette when it comes to war. So yeah, world leaders aren't just going crazy. At least they try and have a semblance of keeping up with some sort of human rights, but it's really funny because, yeah, that is true. Winning in, you don't do no matter what in war. That's insane. In any case, if the rule existed, it would be respected, but tell me who hasn't won with difficulty. Abraham De Leon almost stopped playing because it didn't seem fair to him, and I agree. Who the fuck is Abraham De Leon? But as long as there is no rule that prevents you from doing so, obviously you'll try to win no matter what. Wang Wa, I know it means Yao Wang, Xiaohai, Kula, Kabatina, Vegeta, Toshi, etc. Very good, respectable, and unhindered. They congratulate themselves for winning without obstacles. It is a delight to see them. If you see someone with obstacles, the fight becomes boring.
What the fuck?
Of those you mentioned, the only one who plays with Angel is Kula, and if he no longer works, what?
Abraham is a lion.
Only beat Abraham as a lion more than a decade and a half. And when you talk about Asians, there is nothing to debate. These are excellent gamers, all of them in general, with a very high level of competition and in the way you want. With the rules you want, they play you. These are the best in the world. Another thing. all the Asians play you from KOF 96 until 11, until 2002, 11, 13, 14, 15. A very high level of competition is the same. He who is good does not need obstacles in any KOF. He who needs obstacles here and in China is believed. Even so, not everyone can do angel logs, and I have had to see that those who have much easier logs are Joker and Dark, and I insist as long as there is no rule, other people's opinions would be worth it to me. And in the same way, I would work. What? I don't even understand what he's saying. And for obvious reasons, if they suddenly implement that rule, obviously as a consequence, I would look for other resources. For example, I see Dark with many resources who are unheld more than others. What is happening here? If you complain about this, complain that Toshi never attacks. That's true. The guy
He actually got... Yeah, he got
fucking
destroyed. He gave up. He stopped responding after that one. He got bodied.
Oh, remember this game?
Oh yeah, we still gotta play this. This is a different game, right?
Yeah, no, act, content, whatever I went off too quickly. I can barely read the names in English. The fuck?
Tono Akeha, Tanoshiki. Brother and sister. Oh, this seems godlike. This seems godlike.
Some was just like Elegant Summer or something.
Spuds, what the fuck?
Smack up your sister. Wow, did she just dash? Is that dash invincible?
Yeah, they have dashes. What? This button looks crazy.
And that's a full dash? Looked invincible as fuck. Mash that button. Yeah, Raw is not in this, he's on the worst character or something. What? She's healing?
He's healing. They're both healing. Oh, magic circuit. They're in heat. Yeah, they're in heat, so they heal.
Don't even know the
Oh.
mechanics of this game.
Not me neither. But
I never see anyone play this version, so I guess it's obsolete. Completely.
yeah, it's like a second impact, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Probably not bad, but
I mean, they're playing it in tournament. Can't be that bad.
2007.
Yeah, 2007. The OST is slightly different in this version. So I was looking up the OSTs.
Yeah.
No comments.
If I was gonna play any character, I played Red Alcoid. I like Red Alcoid.
Really?
Yeah,
This stage.
Zelda. F-up. I wonder if there's any new characters in here that aren't in Exorcist again.
I doubt.
Oh yeah, this isn't a stage.
Yeah. I don't like the HUD in this one as much.
Yeah.
But I like the combos a little bit more with the counter. The 4-5 hits. I think this HUD is still good though. The profile pictures look too cute. This quality is shit. I like it though. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should be used to that by now. Oh.
Shion, is that Shion?
Yeah, it is. Tatari, that's Tatari. What the fuck? She just did 4 buttons in the air. Did you not see that? No.
I don't know what's allowed in this game.
What the fuck? Hello?
Wait, she has a ghost?
Yo, that's Akiha. Yo, she looks sick.
I'll have to pull some. I was listening to Shion's theme.
Yeah.
What's that theme again? Bleed or Blood Drain. Listen to a few versions of this song. This one. This version is good.
Oh, I love this art.
Oh yeah?
The Night in Birth?
Yeah, she's in Eunice too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that.
I was looking at that game. That game's art is really good.
Oh, vocals.
Yeah.
This is good.
Is the game cool? Is it night? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the hero.
No one cares about.
Get that
Get
snow
into the
bunny off the
game.
screen.
This character, the Wagner,
yeah,
looks really cool. Long boots, cape, rapier, buckler. No, she's not using a rapier. Oh, this looks sick.
Oh. Look at those headphones.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Evo headphones.
No, that's a PS5 headphones.
Oh, okay. Did
Well,
you not catch that PlayStation owns Evo?
I didn't know that.
Really?
No. Did this meter going down? Wait, what? Oh. Wait, is he shielded or something?
That's a different. That middle of the screen meter is different. I don't know what that is though.
No, I was looking at the bottom right when it went down. Bro, that's a projectile from Melty Blood. They just ripped it from Melty. Look at that.
They're the same guys, man.
Oh, the same thing.
The same people made it. Same studio or something. I mean, they've got Shion in the game, so.
Yeah,
it's still the. I like the text, the down. Second clause, the vibe. Can we just have round 5 fight? Can we keep it basic? This guy though, Kuon. The Blaze. This guy looks lame. Look at this masculine woman beating the fuck out of him.
Yeah, some Tom.
As it should be.
Come on, grab.
Yeah, she's got pressure. You see this?
Yeah.
What did she do? What was that?
Bro, what happened to God?
Grab him into DP or something? What was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait,
Counter? Was that parry or something?
Shielded,
maybe?
Oh, I don't fucking know. She didn't shield. Must have been some hyper armor bullshit.
Yeah, this stage looks sick. Look at these gates. It looks 3D. Does that look like it's coming out the screen?
Yeah, it does look kind of 3D.
It looks sick.
Yeah, it does look cool actually. What the fuck? That's side
This guy looks. This guy actually does look kind of sick. Hold on. Guy looks like Terry's chocolate orange.
Terry's chocolate orange. Nice.
I remember when there was a glitch in the Tesco system and they were selling them for 30p or something.
Oh, what the fuck, really? I would have been buying those.
Man, you wouldn't even be born yet. Nah, yeah, you probably would have been.
I definitely would have been. I would have been like 6 years old, right?
What? What are you talking about? I'd have been 8 at the time. You're definitely not 2 years younger than me.
Oh.
I don't know why you guessed you'd be 6. What the fuck?
I don't know, just a random age.
I would have been 6 at the time. This guy's popping off.
Damn.
I'll put him in the ground.
He playing pad. I see a lot of anime fighter game players play pad.
Right. This is Wagner Girl's design though.
Yeah, it's cool. She got a little shield. What the fuck?
I like my Naya looking characters.
Look at that damage! Oh my god!
Good.
6k?
What's the health values for this game? Like 10k or something?
10k, I think, yeah. That looks like a good 60.
This guy won. Wait, where's this guy from? GB? Great Britain?
Oh, Mexico, I guess as well.
You can't cut the intermission? Oh my word, I can, oh, there we go, we got Shion.
Seth, Elton class, yeah.
So why the fuck this guy's name? Alpha Seth was black.
Oh, Japanese players.
Yeah, that's how you know they're gonna win.
Yeah, well, the Japanese don't like the blacks, so that's why he ain't black. Whoa, orbs!
Yeah, this guy looks incredibly quick.
Yeah.
She got gun?
Yeah. She got the Mac with the
good awareness on Hoyto's side.
With the what do they call it again? Oh, the switch. Yeah, the switch.
Huge deal here from Oito. Gets a nice SC, but too far to confirm.
The switch too?
Veil off stage, but that's fine. Still
Nah,
quite like
glad
that,
for
but
the
that's gonna be a good
switch.
start.
Nice hit here, orb setup. Okay.
And we are Celestial.
Yeah. Really keeping a lot of that. Might CS just be able to get some meter on the board? Yeah, goes ahead and gets it. Takes a little kick, but he's got...
I'm guessing that kick is an overhead. I like how you can tell what moves are overheads.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least it's a little bit obvious to me.
Yeah, round one. Senaru coming
Oh.
up late, but this is a good counter start for Ohito.
What the fuck is going on?
The way this guy moves across the screen when he combos, he's got a good corner carry, I guess.
Oh, CS, that was a really nice time. You could really see what Ohito was trying to do there. Another throw. Ohito's been getting caught by these.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, wow.
I bet he has mix-ups after he does a combo.
Yeah, he has ult and shit, so maybe. Look at how long this combo is.
Yeah, that's a crazy combo. Nah, but the fact that he teleports around, I bet you could do some crazy resets.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd have to be Japanese to understand.
Oh,
This
the
guy just
Pachinko
looks
shot arrow.
OD. What the fuck?
Yeah, he does. He looks really cool. That orb. He must get good pressure from that.
Looked like Senaru gets another grab there. Goes for another grab. No, overhead. Gets thrown in the grid break. Okay, nice.
Mm.
Do it again. Overhead again. I bet there's another throw coming.
So it's an overhead. Alright.
Do it. Oh, text that one. Okay, yeah.
Did he make that safe or something? That looked unsafe and he made it safe.
With the dive, look at the super.
Trying to take the first game, but again, enter shield.
Finally, yeah, the first time. Not the first time, but finally she gets a combo. Reload? Oh yeah, she has bullets. You see that?
Yeah, shit, but it's she has bullets in multi.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. So you gotta like reload.
It is continuing to work, so that is going to be 1%.
I love seeing my Japanese wage slaves. Salaryman. Play. Finally. This is the you see how stone-faced they look too? This is them having fun. And they're still so stone-faced, so stoic.
Yeah, some taquito murder face shit.
Oh, the poke out. The drop though.
Oh, and there was a break in there.
Bonus
Crazy
damage.
scramble here, but gets the command grab. And the command grab doesn't do too much damage, but we do have meter as well, so.
Plenty of
We? What you mean we?
waiting patiently. Chainshift is going to go ahead and spend the meter. It's going to take that round.
Down.
Stable gameplay from Oito.
But I definitely played that hill to go.
They might still be going to effect, but I think Oito's ability to clutch
Oh,
out
yeah.
despite that fact is really impressive.
Cause she looks like a Shami Zona. She just sits there, throwing spikes at you. Shami, Midler. It's better than the Iori in this game. You already know.
Yep, he's got the reload as well.
The reload. I can't believe that. That's such a sick mechanic.
Yeah, I like that.
Stole it from Melty. I mean, she is the same character from Melty, but yeah.
That's death, right?
Does she have
combo?
Does she gun in the middle of the combo? I've never seen her in Melty.
Yes. I don't think you need that in multi. It's way too slow.
Oh, okay. She looks sick in this game.
She does, yeah. I like her whip a lot.
Yeah, I think the whip is sick.
That combo was something that he was dropping earlier, so I'm really glad to see that there was some consistency now.
The stare down, trying to bait any option. Knows Sonaru's not afraid of DP. Right for the
She needs to pull out her block with a code switch.
Oh, that was great. That mix up.
He was so aware that the orb right there.
Just playing Tech Green right now. Gets caught by 5cc though.
This guy has crazy range.
Yeah.
The fact that that far hit led into a combo.
Oh, that was so smart.
Wow. My God.
Look at this guy's face. Oh, nice
Look at
smile.
smiling.
Nice smiling.
That's true.
We got into a scramble moment and then we just went for the
That was mildly amusing.
One calm, so comfortable.
Nah, this guy was elated.
Not at all, but now it seems like Ohito is trying to do the same throw game that was throwing him, so to speak. And now just trying to come close that distance. No.
He's always using the same basic block string with the overhead block.
Which way? Command grab there.
Oh, throws into the corner here. Here comes Sonaru. Oh! Oh, and Ohito tries to poke out, doesn't find anything. Now he does he has a big hit here. See the damage.
Yep. Again, this is the combo that he has been dropping. I didn't get it here. I'm so sad to see that, but is going to be able to at least continue to get some damage. This is now an opportunity for Senaru, though.
Yeah, despite that, though, Ohito does still have the life lead here. Lots of meter at his disposal as well, so he does get this hit. Should be able to finish it off.
All right. Oh, no. Unfortunately.
Falling asleep in the middle of this guy's combo. What the fuck up?
Great blocking on the
Yeah, I
I want to see if they play any other characters in this though. Who the fuck? Who's on this stage?
And you can see, like you said, you can
Oh, is that one of the players? Hold on.
side switch as well. Check on the throw.
Carmine?
Carmine. Yo, Remy? That's good. Remy had a.
This guy looks like what's that guy's name? Freeman from Garo.
Oh, Garo, yeah.
This guy looks like Freeman with the long
Looks like a
arms.
Zona.
This guy looks sick. I've never seen this guy before.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, shit.
This is a big opportunity for Notes. Gonna get this corner situation here. Probably gonna get
See the
meter,
damage?
and then do 1 bomb, 2 bomb. Get the setups ready to go, and then have a little bit of concentrate in there too.
Oh, what the?
There is not much more than good guesswork you can do to defend against this. There's a chain shift, but Notes was ready for it. Still has Ohito in the corner and has CS now available. Uh-oh.
Gets a throw.
One more throw can close it out. So it's any hit here.
This guy's Zona because this guy's been smooching this Seth guy.
Still has to respect this.
Yeah, maybe just space control.
Oh, this is an opportunity for Ohito.
Reversal.
Could be guesswork game for either player now. There's the orb. Mega save himself with Air Force function. Notes. Ohito has the meter though, but I'm not sure he can be using here. Seth, but he does have change shift. And Notes again playing around it.
I like when Zonas are versatile enough to be played aggressively.
Yeah, yeah,
survive
true.
the situation unless he had to go for a gamble, so just went for the raw EX. But Notes one step ahead. You saw how many times Notes was good at playing around the chain shift and just not letting Seth.
Try to breathe. That was a lot.
They both have the same stick.
Now he is. The round start, the air game just not working out for Ohito.
I like how his look at his name.
So definitely.
Oh, Notes and Oshuhito.
The back rushes are so nice from Notes right now.
That can be more different. Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Notes.
Notes. Yeah, me too.
Guy actually has a belt on. Disrespect. Actually, this other guy also has a belt.
Yeah, shows the air approach, but gets a nice juicy punish here. So Ohito looking good now with a grid break. Primed up to try and close this out. There's a hit.
Okay, so manages to get out of that.
I wonder how meter works in this game. I don't know what that middle meter does.
Yeah,
The grid.
He has chain shift, but there's anti-RGB.
Oh, GOD.
Oh, counter hit. Big.
Yeah.
This is a big opportunity for Ohito now.
And he finishes it. He does, yeah. So Notes
Does.
trying to read the air approach there with the pinwheel, but did not
Look
find
at the age difference.
He's just winning that round off of dash forward.
So a lot of those DPs trying to maintain the space.
Yeah,
a
so
lot
smart
of,
from Notes though.
yeah.
Like, kills the orb and hits Ohito at the same time with his roach.
A lot of what Notes has been able to do really well is keep Seth at ranges where he can't be successful. And then on the other hand, you have this is where
Like, look at these pauses. He knows. He's waiting for the chain shift. This time the Ohito knows better. Just cannonballs in with the jump B.
and it worked. It worked great.
Oh, jump in.
Even with the drops. Big grid break.
Might need to do a jump CD.
Yeah, jump CD.
Yeah.
Jump CD.
Jump CD so OD.
Broken as fuck.
See if Ohito can open up. Notes
Yeah.
here. That JC is so huge. There's a J. Gets a confirmed for the anti-air Carrion. Oh my god, what is confirmed?
That was a
Damn.
very fast response from Ohito.
That was clean. I mean, like, that was a clutch confirm, rather.
It was.
I love how it's just nice, quick rematch. That's it.
Yep.
Good, yeah.
Go
That's
ahead,
good.
rematch.
I don't.
Not too much.
I really don't like when games take forever.
These players have played countless times against each other.
Get ready for the next battle.
Extremely high.
I remember in Tekken 7 was like that. Those big complaints.
Yeah.
I remember Aris was, I just want to play 5K. And I don't know. I forgot his accent. No, he sounds super zesty. I want to play back. I want to play 5K.
That's a yes.
Maybe not that
That's
zesty.
Yesi right there.
Wait, nah, that was me, Yesi. Yesi does not sound zesty. He sounds nerdy.
Yeah, but you sounded hella nerdy right there. You sound like you were holding your nose.
Nah, I sounded zesty.
Zesty.
Come on, dude.
Again.
Come on, bro. I remember that. I remember that. That era of Yesi, you ready to go? Come on, bro.
Again with the JB, but that time it's safe. Notes looking for something, but has to play around the
That was
G-chip.
so good.
So what's he gonna do? Goes for the Dasty CF. Whoa!
Yeah, that's his go-to phrase.
Jay not gonna work that.
Yeah, he loved that shit.
It's Starmine time.
See, I was so excited for him to play Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't play it, but we would both play Souls, so he finally got an Elden Ring after he finished some other Souls game.
Right.
Just like that. Notes.
Just like that.
Was he actually? Was he good at Sekiro?
Yeah, he's good at Sekiro. Sekiro.
Yeah, Sekiro. Sekiro.
Did they not play any other
Kuon?
characters in this
That's
top?
a new character.
What? Which one?
On the left, Kuon. There's
No,
another
I've
one.
already seen Kuon.
What?
The sword's coming out. EXC, come on now.
Oh, that was him. I didn't look at the design. I just looked at the name.
EXC. No, I think that was just a replay of the previous. Oh no, it wasn't.
Defiant. I would. Yeah. Wait. Oh, this is a different character. Londonic. Yeah.
Londrika. Londrekia. Lord Rekka.
So Notes an opportunity here to try and tie it up, I think.
Oh wow, Defiant is locked in. He wants this and he wants it now.
He's locked in.
He's got the murder face on.
Yes, yes he did.
Motherface. This guy has wings on the back.
Has actually not had much success in really opening up Defiant.
Character does not look sick at all.
Yeah, this is a big.
Yeah, he doesn't look very interesting.
We're seeing a lot here.
Just getting raped.
Yeah, he is getting fucking destroyed.
Blocking appropriately. Yeah. Oh, it's
Why do anime games look so oppressive?
Yeah, no, the strings are crazy. And I actually like how there's like utility supers where they're only like genuine use is just for pressure strings. I like that.
Right.
Like Alcor has really good strings in multi, but they're kind of hard to execute.
Oh, Blue Child? Blue Child. That's our kanji. Blue Child. Alco. Ruined it for you. I was blue. I was child.
Wow. Couldn't punish the brawl.
You put him in the crystals?
That's crazy.
Very clutch. Defiant against that point.
Like his boots.
Notes is going in yet again.
Yeah.
Not too surprising here. So much meter too.
I like them like that, like those boots where they're like pretty long. Must be, I'm sure there's a name for them.
Yeah, the high five boots. High five boots.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
Just being able to skip the corner, you know how much weaker Carmine's pressure is. It's just great. There's the right catches. Gets the side swap.
Yeah. Notes working his way back into this, using those DPs to continue the combo. Grabs coming out here too. This is the sort oh wow, the bomb does hit. This is
Wow, it's going into final round.
Lead round here from Notes.
All right.
Now it's final game,
Notes.
final round between these two.
This is so back and forth. This is so back and forth.
Wow.
Gosh, this is a big round start for Takaya.
That's just a combo.
Look at the damage.
That's
Yeah.
gigantic.
Not even over
Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage.
Oh no, gets thrown.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Notes just like that.
Yeah, now getting back
Tightens up.
everything he lost.
You get hit again. Sounds like so. Never mind the roll.
Creeping edge gets him out of there. Uses
What
the
the fuck just happened?
The ice rain is
What the fuck was that super? Oh wait,
That's
what?
the end.
That must be that. Yeah, that's Steph.
I like how he ends it with the super.
With the fist bump as well.
Yeah, block here. Celestial though for Mosin.
Already seen these characters.
Oh, you wanna know who Ender used to play? Look,
Who?
I'll show you. This is Ender used to play this character. I'm pretty sure. White Len, the little.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I like
Should
Len,
I
like
learn?
one of these. I don't know anything about these. Like.
That black one with the purple hair, lavender hair, that one? That one's definitely the best. Of all the ones I've
People
seen.
say to train with this one because I think the hitbox is like the best, like the most average hitbox. Oh, this stage's nice.
Shion Tatari.
Oh, she got projectiles.
Oh no, Whiteland?
Oh, wait, true, yeah. No black Polnareff. We got the white ones. Wait.
This guy, I love how all the cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, black
Some
one.
dark skin. Yeah, dark skin. Dark skin.
Chocolate. Do I hate my ethnicity? That clip is so funny.
Let's. Oh, I like this theme. It's quite quiet actually. Wait, let me
Really, that's loud. Full good volume.
There you go. Oh, look how fast it is. That's a
pretty
really fast projectile. Good damage.
I like how she turns white when she needs to go into a cartoon phase.
Wait, this is me. I'm holding down.
Yeah.
She maybe it's for hitbox
Else?
reasons that she doesn't go fully down.
Could be. I like how she bows. Should be respectful. Wonder if Blackland does that.
Whoa, whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
That's a dash. That's my dash.
What? This character is clowny. Oh, hold on. I got a Whiteland match. Hold on. CFC.
Oh, she has set. Wait, there's a debuff. Is that a debuff? Wait, what? Why is it still on the screen? What? Look, oh, that was like 10 seconds I just stayed on the screen for. Oh, she looks so sick. Whiteland looks interesting, actually.
Is this Whiteland or is this Blackland? Oh no, he plays Blackland.
Okay, so we got F-Len versus C-Roa, right? So what you have to understand is that C-Roa would be,
F-Len.
I mean,
She has like
Blackland.
Neko
super
Arc
convicted
stuff.
by the Geneva Convention.
Wow,
He is
that's
against
damage.
all the rules. He should not exist.
What the fuck? Look at
He's
that.
an analogy.
Look at
He
the
should
screen.
not be a thing in this game when he is. He controls the entire screen, but you know, a lot of people were getting at me on Twitter. They said, you know, Taz got no chance, but you see what he's doing right here, controlling the skies, big air counter hit, no conversion from C-Roa here, but he gets those sets in the corner, and this is going to be a highlight of this matchup. Being able to seal
What the fuck?
each character into the corner like this, both of these players, both of these characters
This game is good.
milk out damage. And you see
That
right
was a
there,
really nice.
Toss spacing him out with those
actually.
disjointed hitboxes. They should not exist. They are illegal. And that's something that Ty is really well known for too. After any
Lens
of these
combos
touches,
look cool.
look at how much damage he does. This character's pretty decent damage
He's
anyway,
got
but he is a very,
Doritos?
very good, very well-known player, I think, for execution and being able to optimize his combos.
She's
C-Roa,
stuck
on
in
the
her
other hand,
own
played by Red Velvet.
Dorito?
This is his trademark as well. This
the-
corner lockdown pressure game. Look at this.
Oh,
Very easy
counter
to
him.
rack up plus
Oh,
frames
good.
like this. Put Ty in a situation where he has to make a guess between jumping
I just
Look at
did
this.
some
This is off the
crazy.
throw.
She turns into a
What,
cat?
2.8K?
What?
Maybe higher? Gets the throw?
Yeah, well, that's
No,
I
gonna
think
set
that's
with
her
the mirror.
thing that she's like.
Gets a throw, and
If you
Todd
get a
gonna draw
throw,
first
you
blood
get
here.
set up.
So the thing with both of these characters is that a lot of people were getting at me. They were saying like Ta's got no shot. Red Melon's gonna run away with this. Dude, Ta. When I asked him about it, he was like, "Dude, I think it's a 5-5 matchup." He said, "I think this is even." Wow. The reason why is because
Really 5-5?
Look at Len, right?
know.
So he's playing
Oh,
F-Len,
I
of
don't know.
course, but she has a lot of unique ways to be able to move around the screen. Roa has such good screen control with
I like
those lightning
how his
bolts,
name
with,
is
with
the
air
most.
lightning, with the air orbs, right?
That
it can be
name
very
is
intimidating to try to
cursed.
close in on the screen against him. But the thing
Down,
is,
down,
look
down,
at
John.
Len. She's a small body. She's naturally hard to hit. In particular, her air movement, she's able to glide through the, kind of glide through the air over a lot of that stuff and be able to give Red Melon some pressure and, I guess, make it kind of difficult for him to make a judgment call on whether he should try to anti-air, whether he's cool to just kind of sit there or whatever, right? But the other thing, too, is Len has unique movement
Oh, I like this
options in
color
her
a
cat
lot.
mode.
This is so
And that could go,
sick.
you just saw it.
Yeah,
she
the
can
black
go
one
under
with
a
the
lot
red?
of those screen control
With the
tools that
purple
Roa
red?
has. So that's something
Oh,
that
it's
Red
OD.
Melon has to be very, very cautious about. Because Ta is the kind of player,
both like
if he's able to
red.
scoot under something,
Oh,
he's able to
that
low
would-
profile like that.
Nah, that is overhead.
Oh no, I'm
If he
talking
gets
about
the
this
touch,
one
that could be
I
minus
just selected.
5,000, minus 6,000.
Oh.
Likewise, though, it's not going to take much for Red Melon to put Len on her
Red
back
Melon.
in the corner, and Len's already a low damage character,
Okay,
right? Low health
Melon.
character, sorry. She has lower on the HP side. She does not have very good reversals either. So being put on her back is a kind of difficult situation for her. But the thing is, Ta is
Why
very
does she turn
persistent
into
on defense
Neko
and
Walk?
on offense. It's something that Red Melon gives a lot of respect for. He's the kind of player who
Why
doesn't
is
fold easily on
Neko
defense.
Walk everywhere?
He's able to play without a reversal like that. You see Ta now fishing with those normals. Those A, B, and C buttons are so obnoxious. They're those big orbs like that, they hit. It's so easy to
Tired
get
of seeing
incidental
Neko Walk. I
contact to be able
fucking
to
hate that
block out
character.
damage after. Ta in particular, very good with
Despise
the
that
front.
character
Jump C gets
with
the cross-up
passion.
hit.
One of the
The throw.
stupidest designs
Now
I've
look for
ever
the set play
seen.
here. Sets a mirror. Now any touch has
I was watching the
much
new
higher
Multi Blood
damage
and she
potential.
starts
Or the
streaming
lockdown.
in the
And
middle of the
look at that.
fight.
Red Melon just commits to guard.
One of the stupidest things
Just
I've
commits
ever.
to guard
Yeah,
the entire time.
she starts
Bro,
streaming
talk
with
about
chat room and
intimidating.
everything.
The way offense could be in this game, he just blocked it out, waited
And it's
for
just
his
an overlay
opportunity,
that covers
jumped,
your whole
caught
screen.
the air-to-air, caught the game.
So
Won the war.
stupid.
That's what this game is
If
about.
that was in my video
Being able
game
to
and I start seeing Chun-Li just putting on makeup, start streaming, I'm about to. Oh, wasn't there they turned Julia in Tekken 7 into a streamer? If she had a whole overlay with the chat, I'd have uninstalled that game immediately. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's the combo.
Alright, I'm gonna go.